What's going on, Who Dat Nation? Welcome into our live NFL free agency coverage. My name is Trace Girouard. I'm so excited for you all to be joining me here on our live show. I got producer Colin, the extraordinaire, rocking and rolling with us on the ones and twos today, so be sure to show him some love in the comment section. But guys, we have some fun to have. We got some news to discuss, some rumors and whatnot. We're going to break down any breaking news that comes throughout the day around the Saints, for the Saints. If it's NFC South, if it's a player leaving, I don't care. We're going to be talking about it today. We're also going to go through any breaking news or any moves that do happen across the NFL. And on top of that, we're going to be taking your super chats, interacting with y'all throughout the entire day. And let's welcome in producer Colin Brown, because he is on the ones and twos today. Everyone type CB. Show him some love, because it's his first Saints Now Live, so we need to give him a proper introduction. Everyone give me a CB in the chat. Breaking news. Perfect timing. Chargers are releasing Mike Williams, the wide receiver. This is why you hang out with us. This is why you subscribe. We're going to be giving you guys news as it comes in before ESPN, before NFL Network. It's gonna go down, and Queen Courtney getting this party started before we could even get it off the ground. Send in a $5 super chat. We'll pop that up here in just a second. Queen Courtney, what's going on, girl? Everyone, y'all know what to do. The Queen emojis need to go in the chat. We need to get the crown emojis in the chat for the Queen, because Queen Courtney is hanging out with us today. Colin, how you feeling today, man? Hell yeah. Dude. Oh, hell yeah. So, Colin, for full transparency, he's a Seahawks fan. However, we're going to show him some love here because he's not a Falcons fan. And he's one of the smartest guys here we have at Chat Sports. This dude knows ball better than anyone. So shout out to Olave Prods, Godley, Jerry G, Mark Salinas, Reggie Henderson, Robert Reeder, Blaze Smith, Reggie Henderson, Jerry G, all showing love to my man Colin Brown. Real quick, you want to just kind of go through the free agency tracker, kind of go through what's been going on throughout the day and the past couple of days. We're going to start off with some moves that happened yesterday, in case you guys missed it. Jameis Winston, he signed a one-year deal up to $8.7 million. It's a pretty good deal for him. Best wishes to J-Bo. I'm going to miss him. Yesterday I put out a video, poured one out literally for Jameis. Joe Mixon, he got traded to the Bengals. Mike Gesicki's headed to Cincinnati. Then you got Shaq Barrett joining the Miami Dolphins, sticking around in Florida. Darnell Mooney. Oh boy, that might be an interesting move for the Falcons. That offense is looking dangerous. I'll tell you what. I talk a lot of mess about the Falcons, but I can tell you one thing. I want the Falcons to stink. Derek Henry inked a big-time deal. He is one of the first huge guys. Yes, they're not one of the first. He is one of the biggest names to get signed throughout this free agency process. And then Malcolm Roach, he is a former Saints legend, defensive tackle, was a UDFA out of Texas, spent some years in New Orleans. He's headed to Sean Payton's Denver Broncos to team up with him. And then Patrick Queen, a name that a lot of Saints fans were really high on. He is headed to the Steel City, 3-year, $41 million deal. Amik Robertson headed up to the Lions with Dan Campbell. Drew Lock as well is headed to New York. Shelby Harris, 2-year, $9 million deal. We got Gerald Everett inking a 2-year, $12 million deal. Deion Bush headed to Kansas City. Kenny Moore, this is a guy that I really wanted. He's a slot cornerback that's very, very talented. One of the best slot corners in the league. He is sticking around in Indianapolis. Josh Uche, he's headed to New England, or sticking around in New England, correct? Sticking around in New England. Ashawn Robinson, he is headed to Carolina, the big defensive tackle, a veteran presence that'll be good for Bryce Young and the rest of the Panthers. Keyshawn Nixon, he's headed to the Green Bay Packers. Devontae Parker, what a freaking deal for this guy. 1 year, less than $5 million. Nicholas Morrow headed to Buffalo. We got Jordan Elliott, Josie Jewell, Brandon Powell. I like this Josie Jewell signing for Carolina. I think he's a talented player. He can kind of do a little bit of everything, so that's a good move for the Panthers. Levante David with the Buccaneers. Jalen Mills, 1 year deal with the Giants. Then we also got Danielle Hunter. This was the guy I really wanted the Saints to go make a splash signing on. 2 years, $49 million. 48 of that is guaranteed. And then Willie Gay. That's the big-time signing for the New Orleans Saints. What a value. Excuse me. What a value. 1 year, $5 million deal, and it's up to $5 million. It's really only a $3 million guarantee. Got a lot of the pipe. Sorry, y'all. He's a good player, and you're getting him for incredible value. I thought he could make upwards of $9 to $10 million, but he's sticking around in New Orleans. He's headed to New Orleans for cheap. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 3-year, $27 million deal, headed back to Philadelphia. Austin Hooper headed to the Patriots. Pharaoh Brown, Tyler Davis as well. And then we got Eric Kendricks, Nick Harris, Anthony Jennings as well, inking deals. Mac Hollins, he was a former Falcons player, headed up to Buffalo. Got Ronnie Harrison and Malik Collins, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Jake Elliott, Artie Burns to kind of round this out. But before we finish out the rest of these names, I want to give a quick shout out. Let's do a Prize Picks. We got to tell the people about Prize Picks because it is my favorite daily fantasy sports app. You can get in a $100 deposit match if you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and you plug in promo code CLNS. What Prize Picks is? It's not gambling. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. You just choose more or less based on a projected numerical stat line, and you can win some big money. It's real money in real time. And I'll tell you what, it is so much fun. Now, Colin and I cooked up some pretty good projections for you, and if you guys want to get started with Prize Picks, I encourage you to click the link that's in the live chat, comment section, and description of this video. I'm rolling with Adolis Garcia. He led the Rangers to a World Series. My Texas Rangers finally getting a pennant. Trey Turner, I like the more on stolen bases for him throughout the season, and Juan Soto. Feels like the Padres playing like a minor league baseball stadium or like they're playing in a peewee league. It's incredible. I think that Juan Soto could hit more than 35.5 home runs in the season. But guys, if you want to tail my picks, if you want to fade my picks, I don't care. Just do it with Prize Picks. They also have Demon and Goblin projections. They have all sorts of fun deals. They have Taco Tuesday. They have all sorts of cool stuff. And for Pi Day, March 14th, you can actually take James Harden more than 3.14 points. He makes 2 baskets and you're hitting money. Like, it's that simple. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in that promo code CLNS to get started today. I got it in the live chat for you for everyone who wants to get started. Make sure you use our link and our code. It supports the show and it helps us build a better Saints kingdom and a stronger Who Dat Nation. Colin. Look at that sub number, man. Ooh. I'm old enough to remember when we had less than 3,000 subs. When I took over, I remember celebrating 2,500. Now we're at 26,000, but today, I have a lofty goal for us. I want to get to 27,000. You think we can get over 600 subs? You think it's possible?
I believe in it.
Oh, I believe it too.
I believe it.
Do you believe in it? If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe and join our family here at Chat Sports. We pride ourselves in being informative, entertaining, and very, very interactive with the audience. I'm in the comment section of every video, responding to almost every single comment. I'm in the live chat, hanging out and talking with you. And what I love about our live chat, it's a community and it's a family in itself. We got Queen Courtney, Blaze Smith, Nico Canada, Mikey Taylor. We got some legends here. Not to mention, we got also guys like Turbo Duran, Young City, Olave Prods, Jerry G. Legends, I'm telling you. This is the place to be. So subscribe today. It's 100% free, and it's an easy way to support the show. But Colin, let's ask some people some questions. Let's just kind of get the comment section popping. Let's hang out, have a good time. 91 people hanging out with us. I love to see it. I want to see more people tune in, and by commenting, you guys can make that happen. So I want to ask this question, plain and simple. Are you enjoying free agency so far? If you are, give me a me in the comment section. And Colin, why don't you give some shout-outs to anybody who's typing me? Let's keep the energy up. Let's keep some fun in the chat, and we're going to have a good time. We're breaking down any news, any rumors, any sort of stuff that happens around the Saints.
I got some coming in. I got YK. I got Terrell. I got Olave Prods 12. I got Jerry. I got Young City 9. Keep them coming in. We'll get some shout-outs in on the show.
Keep them going. Faster, 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 faster.
Go. We got Jerry. We got Rain. We got Genocide. We got Rose City. Nigel, appreciate that. Let's get the me's going, man.
Come on. Come on. Come on. We're acting like some Falcons fans. It's time to wake up. It's 1:13 p.m. Central Time, and that means it's time to make some noise. Come on, Saints fans. Get loud for me.
Dakota, Darren, Bearded Dragon, Xavier, Jerry again. We got Blaze, Mark. Everybody bringing in. Cass, Young City again. We got it. Jason. Let's get it going.
Boom. I love to see it. And here, I want to make a deal. I'm going to make a deal for us.
Okay.
We're sitting at 33 likes. Both got a Happy Dad ready to roll.
Yeah,
Both got some beverages ready to throw down. When we get to 100 likes, we can open our drinks. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Fair? No, we're not making you pay for drinks right now. 100 likes, though, we'll get some drinks going. And if you want the New Orleans Saints to make a move, I need you to hit that thumbs up icon, like this video, because we want the Saints to get active. They already made a really good deal in Willie Gay. I want to see them go get a guy like a Chase Young, like a Mike Williams, maybe a Khalil Mack, maybe a Hunter Renfrow. I think those are all solid options for New Orleans. I think that would be a really good move to sign any of those guys. So hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Like the video. We can give some shout outs to to Dakota typing me. Nigel saying we out ya. We got Pelicans Nola hanging out. We got YK Matt, Teo, Cass, Dan, Davey, Cass, Turbo Duran, Valerie, Josh Alonzo, all hanging out. Josh, I saw you in the NFL Daily chat the other day. Appreciate you hanging out. What's going on, Blaze? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Olave Prod saying, yo, what's going on? What's going on? We could go get Justin Simmons and draft an edge rusher. Josh, I like that move. What do you think about Justin Simmons?
He's the best safety available. I understand the Broncos had to do what they had to do. You know, Russell Wilson obviously getting cut, $85 million dead cap. That is insane.
Yeah.
How Justin Simmons hasn't signed yet, the only thing that could come to my head is that he's looking to try to get the most bang for his buck possible, probably go to a winning contender.
Yep.
We'll see if it's New Orleans. Man,
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you know this, Colin. Tyrann Mathieu took to Twitter after Justin Simmons was released. He said, hey, this is one of my favorite players in the league. Like, he's going to land on his feet. That's what the tweet read. So in my eyes, I look at that and I'm saying, hey, trying to recruit this guy to come play in New Orleans. We cut Marcus May. Need a safety.
Yeah.
Might be helpful. Got Jordan Howard. He's a rookie. He's good. But Justin Simmons, really good. Really, really good. I'd love to see Justin Simmons in New Orleans. And I see some people talking about Chase Young. Really fast, Colin. Let's change the L3 to the rotating free agency one. Yep, just the rotating tracker. And I want to pop up. That's perfect. We can start there. I want to pop up the picture of Chase Young in a Saints uniform.
Yep.
Because I have a jersey swap of Chase Young in the black and gold. And I'll tell you what, it looks fire. Shout out to Maddie, my girlfriend, for making this. She's a graphic designer. She's been cooking up a bunch of jersey swaps for me. So if you've seen them on the channel and you've seen them on my Twitter, that's where I'm getting them. But look at that. Look how good Chase Young looks in a Saints uniform. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. Is it on auto rotate, by the way?
It's still loading.
It's loading? Okay, no worries. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, I mean, I think that this would be a really fun move to see the New Orleans Saints make. It's all good. I think Hunter Renfrow from Greg, Rage, and Cajun, I think that's another good option for the Saints. I don't mind bringing in Chase Young. I just don't want to have to pay him at the King's ransom. I don't think I'd pay him more than like $9 million, $10 million.
Would you sign him for more than 1 year? I think that's the biggest thing that he's trying to get right now is like a
multi-year deal. What I'd be comfortable doing, and the Saints can get creative in how they pay him so that way they can maximize the money and, you know, make it a little bit more appealing for him. I wouldn't mind like a 2-year, $18 million deal, 16 guaranteed.
Yeah, that seems.
Is that fair? I feel like that's a good. I feel like it's an appealing option. You're playing alongside Cameron Jordan. You got Carl Granderson, Demario Davis. Now you also have Willie Gay. You got Tyrann Mathieu. You got a lot of good players. Marshawn Lattimore. You got players on the defensive side of the ball that can play alongside. And they're a good unit to play with. Dennis Allen, I know we talk a lot of shit about him, but he's a good defensive coach. Yeah, like, he is a good defensive coach. So I think that you can make a pretty appealing argument for Chase Young in New Orleans, if you ask me. If you had to guess, where do you think Chase Young will sign?
That's a tough question.
Because he's meeting with the Panthers, Titans, and Saints right now. Those are the 3 confirmed meetings he has had.
Yeah, I don't think the Titans will go for him personally. I think they're going to go in a different direction.
I
could see the Panthers overpaying for him, honestly.
I could totally see the Panthers throwing him like a 3-year, $40 million deal or something. Ridiculous. Yeah.
But, I mean, listen, if I had to rank it, it's probably neck and neck with New Orleans and Carolina.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. So let us know in the comment section, would you sign Chase Young? Just give us a yes or no in the comment section. We want to know what you guys have to say. And also, vote in the live poll, too. Pick a free agent to sign. Hunter Renfrow or Chase Young, 78% right now saying Chase Young. We do have that as a weigh-in as well. So I'm going to give some shout-outs to people saying yes or no for signing Chase Young. Queen Courtney says yes. Keith, Jason, they're all saying yes. Young City, hell yeah. Tony Adams says sure. I'm kind of on board. I'm sure, why not? Like, if you can get him for a decent deal, why not? Olave Prods, Everett Chapman, Valerie Lynn saying maybe. We got some yeses coming in from If J. We got Oscar saying yes. Let's add KJ Osborne, Austin Schlotterman. I don't know about KJ Osborne. Might not be a bad option. Get him cheap, but I'm not dead set on getting him. Cass, let's get Mike Williams. He will be released. He has been released. He has been released. So Mike Williams also on the block for the Saints. I think the wide receiver room definitely needs an addition. They only have 3 wide receivers on the roster right now.
Yeah, and this is a good class. Like if you have that problem, to go invest in that. But
Absolutely.
There's some good ones on the market as well.
Absolutely.
Here's a question I got for you, Trace. Out of all the potential Chargers, because you just talked about Mike Williams, out of all the potential Chargers cuts that they could make, who would look best in a New Orleans Saints uniform?
Dude, I'm gonna throw a hot take, and I'm willing to pay the money for him. Give me Khalil Mack.
Okay.
Give me Khalil Mack in the black and gold. He looked good in the black and silver.
Yeah.
Upgrade that silver to gold, baby. Upgrade that silver to gold. You know.
Upgrade.
Hey, there's a reason that gold is first place at the Olympics, silver second. Just gonna put that out there.
It's the gold standard, man.
Just gonna put that out there. It is the gold standard. It is. I think it would be a good move to bring in Chase Young. I think it would be interesting to get Khalil Mack. Dude had 17 sacks last season. Like, the number 1 sack leader for the Saints was Carl Granderson. He had 8.5. You're almost getting 10 more sacks out of one player.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. That is incredible to me. In the Saints, they need better sack production. The number 2 sack leader was Demario Davis. Great player. Linebacker, though.
Yeah,
you want to see another edge rusher, another defensive lineman. Number 3, rookie defensive tackle Brian Brzee. 4.5 sacks. That's really good for a rookie. I'll give him that. But come on.
Right.
Cam. I love you, Cam Jordan. Met you at the Combine.
You did.
But it's kind of, production's starting to kind of slip. He's still the energetic player. He always has been. But
still knows a lot of things, too. Train some, or mentor some young guys.
Exactly. There's so much value there, not just as a player. He can be a leader. He can be a teacher. He can be a mentor. He can help keep the culture and the energy alive in New Orleans. Like, that's something that they had a big issue with last year because they had some, like, lack of success and weren't winning games. They were, not an exciting team, to be honest. So, those are things to think about. But keep letting us know. Yes or no, would you sign Chase Young? Everett says Mack and Chase would be crazy good. I don't know if you can get both of them. I'll say I don't think you can get both players.
Yeah.
That might be a little tough. However, if any team can stretch a dollar to every penny possible, it's the New Orleans Saints.
I was about to say, that might be an interesting thumbnail for a video later. You never know.
People are talking. We do also want to talk about Hunter Renfrow because he is getting released. I don't know if it'll be the number 1 target they have, but I want you guys to know, would you sign Hunter Renfrow? Just give me a sign or pass in the comments section. Let me know. Are you interested in bringing in Hunter Renfrow? Has chemistry with Derek Carr. Has been a reliable option for Derek Carr. They understand each other. So let me know. Olave Prod says pass. Valerie says yes. Everett Loomis would find the money. If anyone could, it's Mickey Loomis and Kai Harley. Jerry G saying Demario Davis ain't got much longer. I'll tell you what. I would agree, but he's still playing at a really high. He was one of the highest rated linebackers according to PFF last year. So if anyone can make it happen, it's still Demario Davis. I really like that player. Valerie Lynn, great point. 3rd in Renfrow. That is a real thing in Las Vegas when Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow were teammates. I mean, they were good together. They were good together.
Yeah,
they made it happen. Dan says, upon reflection, yes to Hunter with this offense. You only have 3 wide receivers on the depth chart right now, and it's Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and A.T. Perry. It's not a bad unit to start with. It's not a bad base layer, but I think bringing in some veteran talent might make some sense. Like, some veteran leadership. I also feel like you could probably get Hunter Renfrow for pretty cheap.
Yeah,
hate to say it. I feel like you could pay him similar contract to Willie Gay. I mean, dude, give him $5 or $6 million.
Yeah.
Make 3 or 4 of that guaranteed. Rest of that's incentive-based. I mean, hell, why not?
Why not?
In my head, I'm thinking incentive-based on either X amount of yards, the obvious one. I'd get creative with it. If you get 50 first downs for us, you get an extra $2 million. Yeah. If you keep drives alive, we'll pay you. If you can finish drives, get a touchdown, throw you a little extra money. Throw some extra goo-wop your way, Don't speak on the man of God like that. That man is eternal. Demario Davis is one of the Best line. Dude, that guy just gets better with age. Every year it seems like he's just getting better. It's incredible. Dan saying, agreed, let's give him an incentive-based contract. I totally agree with that as well. You want to get into the – let's wait until the 30-minute mark so we can get that extra read in. Let's do that read in like 5 minutes, and then we'll get into the cut. Yeah. Bring back Deontay Hardy. He's another option. Released by the Bills, the speedster. I will say this. I like Rashid Shaheed being the punt returner / kick returner, but I'll also throw this out there. I think that it could be an interesting move to bring in Deontay Hardy. Maybe you allow Rashid Shaheed to stick to just being a wide receiver. Let Deontay Hardy be the special teams guy. Keep Sheed a little bit healthier possibly. I think that might not be a bad option. Can you turn the rotating on for the player top? If you can. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, no worries if not. If not, check that L3 one as well. Okay. Yeah, no rush or anything if you got it. Rose City, you got the tag. DJ Chark from Cass might be an option. I'm not very high on DJ Chark, but I don't think it's a bad option. Let me put it this way. I'd rather have DJ Chark than no wide receiver. I think. Rose City says, go get Thomas Morstead. I know a lot of Saints fans want Thomas Morstead, but I do have faith in Lou Hedley. I know that this is an unpopular take. He did not have a lot of punt return yards, and that's something that the Saints valued a lot. Like, whenever he punted the ball, sure, he wasn't flipping the field, but he was one of the best punters in getting it down inside the 20. He was also one of the best punters in terms of return yards. Like, the net yards do matter there. So there is some value there in Lou Hedley. I can see them possibly wanting to move on and bring back Thomas Morstead. That wouldn't be a bad option, but that's just kind of my thing. You know, like, there's a reason they liked Hedley. It's not a bad reason. Like, there is science, or there's a method behind the madness of keeping him around. Would you pick up Turner or Verse at 14 if both are available? I like Jared Verse more. I do. That's not saying I don't like Dallas Turner, but I think I like Jared Verse more. No, I think he's more polished and more NFL ready.
He's better against the run. I think he's can be more of a power rusher, as Turner is like more of a finesse, kind of bend around the edge kind of guy. And I think Verse is going to be the guy that can translate to any NFL defense.
Oh, no doubt.
His versatility is insane. I mean, he was a monster. He was going to be a top 10 pick potentially last year. Yeah. And then he came back to Florida State. Now he's going to potentially go still top 15.
Yeah, I mean, going from being a possible top 10 pick to top 15, it's like kind of the same thing, if you ask me. But I honestly think that he might have, him sticking around made his value much better. Like, a team might value him more than they did last year because they saw the production was good multiple years in a row and he can still get it done. Like, I think Verse is a damn good prospect. I would love that pick for the Saints.
Anybody would.
Because then here's the thought process. Maybe you go and sign a Mike Williams, DJ Chark, Deontay Hardy, any of these free agent, Calvin Ridley, Marquise Brown. There's wide receivers that are still available. Then maybe you go draft Jared Verse to show up the edge rusher position. That could be a move or a route that the Saints take. Tyron Smith at left tackle, that's another option. I did talk about that at the scouting combine in Indianapolis. I don't know if I love that option, but he is a veteran who knows how to, play the game at a high level. So that is something to think about. We are also at 60 likes. 127 people hanging out with us, 60 likes. When we get to 100, we're going to crack open our beverages to get this thing rolling. Did the player top ever update?
It is, not loading.
Did you try toggling it?
Yeah, back and forth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not even loading now, so.
Okay, is it still, doing the pinwheel or whatever?
It's got the
It's got the orange. Yeah, okay. So, let's go. Let's go through. Here, go to a regular, the regular way and left, and then just do the L3 on the bottom. Okay. Gotcha. Just so that way we can have it be different. Nothing too big. Yeah, no, I got you, buddy. All right. Beta Furta from Olave's. Funny enough, that was my fraternity. It was Beta Theta Pi. So if you're having a good time, if you're having fun, I need you to like the video, give us a thumbs up, so that way we can know you guys are having fun, and that way YouTube can know you guys are having a good time as well. Really fast. I want to see how many likes we can pick up in the next 60 seconds. We're at 63. I'm going to set a timer. If we can get to 75 likes, we're that much closer to getting the drinks going. But if we get to 100, that'll be an astronomical move. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that. You got 50 seconds to get 75 likes. Otherwise, we may have to turn the stream off. We might have to turn the stream off. The bosses are literally looking at me through the window. I don't get to make the. You can see the window behind Colin. He's standing on the other side. I don't make the rules. I don't. I just simply don't. You got 30 seconds. We need to get 75 likes. We're at 67. Can we get there? We need a big push. We're 4 away. Come on. Come on. We need 4 more. 30 seconds. Come on. We're at 40. We're at 20 seconds away. 20 seconds away. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. We need 2 more. 2 more likes. Let's go. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see what the ticker's at. Let it refresh. 85 likes. Not only did we hit it, we get to stay live, and you overachieve. That's what Saints fans do. They overachieve. They overachieve. Let's get to that Queen Courtney super chat. If the player, yeah, perfect. Is the free agency L3?
It's still messed up. I'll double check.
Okay. Just kind of keep toggling it if you can. Are you worried about what's going on in the NFC South? And are you going live later at normal time? So Queen Courtney, we're going to be live here for at least 2 hours, at least a couple hours, because we do have some news we want to get to. We do have some stuff we want to talk about. And then on top of that, I personally expect Michael Thomas to be cut today. So I think that this is a day that we're going to stick around and try and hang out live as long as possible. So this is our live show for the day, but we're going to be live for a lot longer than just, the hour that we normally are. We're going to be hanging out all afternoon long. It's going to be me and Colin hanging out, talking ball. It's going to be a good time.
I'm about to say, you don't got anything else to do.
Nah, dude, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to do. This is my day. In a perfect world, I am here all day. That would be.
Let's keep this live, man.
Dare I say, I don't mind being here till like 6. I have nothing else to do today. I just want to hang out and talk ball with Saints fans. Like,
let's do it.
Shoot me. Don't do that. Don't do that, actually. All right, we're going to get to those super chats here in a second, but before we do, want to give another shout out to Prize Picks for making today's live show possible. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy. You just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less based on a projected stat line, and you can go win some money. So if you want to get an $100 deposit bonus, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and plug in promo code CLNS. We do have an NBA projection that I want to talk about and show you guys because it's a really, really juicy one. Prize Picks always has these really fun deals. Like tomorrow, it's Pi Day, 3.14, March 14th. You see what I'm saying? So James Harden, more than 3.14 points. If he makes 2 baskets, you're making money. If he puts the ball in the net twice, you're making money. Easy as that. Jalen Suggs, that is a goblin pick. That little green thing right there, that means it's a little bit of an easier projection, lower payout than normal, but makes it easier if you want to run one of these, one of these selections. Want to combine a couple of them, you can make that win a lot easier. But then Jamal Murray, Colin and I were talking, going back and forth on the more or less, but we landed on the less for his 21.5 points. So if you want to get started with these picks, if you want to fade them, if you want to tail them, if you want to take advantage of the awesome deals that Prize Picks has, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in that promo code CLNS to get started today. I have the link in the live chat for those of you who are hanging out with us live. It's also in the comment section and description of this video for those of you who are hanging out afterwards. All righty, Colin. $2 super chat from Dan. We haven't even shown him the super chat menu, too. That's the best part. That's the best part. We still got a lot of fun to have, and we haven't even popped up the super chat menu. $2. I appreciate you, Dan. If you want to ask a question, if you want to send in a hot take, he is also a first-time super chatter, so let's clap it up for Dan. Let's clap it up for Dan. He's a first-time super chatter. Shout out to Dan for hanging out with us and supporting the show. It goes a long way in helping us out. And, hey, let me put it this way. I'm wanting to get a puppy soon, so you're helping me buy my future puppy a bowl of food, or a bag of food, if you will. All right, another way to support the show, you don't have to super chat. You're so money, Colin. You don't have to send in a super chat. There's free ways to support the show. Of course, we love anybody who super chats. We greatly do appreciate it. But as long as you like the video and you're subscribing, you're commenting, and share the video, you're all good in my book. I have nothing to say if you're just hanging out with us and you like the video. If you're in the comment section just talking, sharing your thoughts, sharing opinions, chopping it up with other fans in the chat. I love to see it. But the best way to subscribe, or the best way to support, is by subscribing. We're trying to get to 27,000 subscribers. For Malcolm Jenkins, dare I say, he's Saints legend, helped us win a Super Bowl as a rookie. I would love for us to get to 27,000 ASAP. All righty. Off-season Super Chat menu. I forgot to grab a Mardi Gras hat.
I can grab it.
Might have you go do that. I don't know where they are.
I can go.
It'll be over in the over near the Super Chat stuff. So $5, we'll sing when the Saints go marching in. $10, you get a raffle ticket, and I'll show you what the raffle item is here in just a second. It's a pretty cool puzzle that me and my girlfriend actually got to do, and it was a lot of fun. So if you want to find a fun way to talk about the Saints and do a cool project with a friend, a roommate, a significant other, a parent, a kid, whatever, we can get it going. $20. Colin and I take down the Shotsky. It's sick. You see it right here. And you also got New Orleans Saints on the back. Shout out Alley Barefoot. And $50. Whoever sends in the most $50 Super Chats for the month. Nico Canada, you were the MVP last month. But we're bringing it back. We got a Saints Now MVP football. So for whoever throughout the entire month sends in the most $50 Super Chats, I will send you this football, and I will autograph it, and we'll put a bunch of names of the real ones on here. And then if you want a Mardi Gras cowboy hat, send in a $100 Super Chat. It lights up. It's purple. It has feathers. It has the mask. It's sick. And we will mail you one no matter what. No questions asked if you send in a $100 Super Chat. That way you can get geared up and swagged out for the season. All righty. Another reminder, subscribe today. We are currently sitting at, let me tell you, 26,391, meaning we picked up about 8 subs throughout the day. It's good work now. However, the job ain't finished. The job is not finished. I want to make that explicitly clear. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to do. If that's not working, let's go I might know. At the very, very bottom, there's another set of them that's like pulling from a sheet. See if that one's working. And see if it's up to. It's the very bottom of GFX too. See it, scroll down the bottom, see if it has the latest ones. Like any of that. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good, brother. Oscar saying, Trace, do you still want Joe Feliciano? Dude, desperately I want John Feliciano. I think that he would be a really good addition to the interior offensive line that was really bad last year for the Saints. Cesar Ruiz, I know that we just gave him an extension. Not really interested in bringing him back. I want to know who's your number one free agent target. In terms of offensive linemen, John Feliciano is mine. John Feliciano is my number one offensive lineman free agent target. My number one target overall, it was Danielle Hunter.
Justin Simmons.
Now it's Justin Simmons. Yeah. Now my number one's Justin Simmons. That would be electric. Dan!
Let's get it.
A $5 Super Chat. Does that have the rotate function as well on the player? Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Dan, $5 Super Chat. That's his second one of the day. Colin, I don't know if you know the words to When the Saints Go Marching In, but I'm going to sing it. By the end of the day, you're gonna be singing it in your sleep. I'll tell you what. All right, everyone type March in the comment section. Because when the Saints go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Shout out to everyone typing March. We got Olave Prods, Dan spamming it in the chat. That is electric. We got Queen Courtney typing it as well. I love to see it. All righty. Okay, so it's auto-rotating. Turn on the not in the editor. Click on the settings. There's like a auto push, little yellow button thing. Click that. So yeah. Boom. Hell yeah. We're rolling. Attaboy. Everyone, hey, I know we just had everyone type March. I want everyone to type CB for producer Colin Brown. He is killing it today. It's his first Saints Now live show. He has absolutely been a asset this entire week, helping out the Chat Sports crew, making things happen behind the scenes for so many people. He has been killing it. Let me tell you what, Colin Brown is number one in my eyes. So we got Olave Prods, Blaze Smith, Oscar, all showing him love. Olave Prods says, Colin is him. We might need to change it to Colin to Cole him.
There we go.
Just saying. It might be Cole him. March is my birthday month from Dan. Dan, when's your birthday? Has it happened yet or is it about to happen? Is today your birthday? That would be electric if it was. We got Colin Brown. We got CBs coming in from Everett, Cass, Keith, Reggie, Olave Prods, Oscar. I love to see it. Keep showing them some love. And on top of that, we're just gonna get into let's get into some rumors. Let's get into the Hunter Renfrow discussion and whatnot. I think it's a good time to start talking about that. We're gonna spend the next, let's call it 10, 15 minutes talking about Hunter Renfrow headed to the New Orleans Saints. And I also, there's like a block of some of the the graphics that are all the Hunter Renfrow, and then like some of them are also with like just like the list 5, that kind of shit. Excuse me. Sorry for cussing. Trying to be better about that. But yeah, it's all organized in there. If you need to reorganize, no worries. Let me Slack DK. We're about to start the cut.
Here, I got
You got it? Okay, cool. And just let her know, like when we finish it, just let her know ended on weigh in who should the Saints sign next or whatever. All right. So also I will say this, Saints have $15 million in cap money to spend right now. Remember when they were $80 million over the cap? I'm old enough to remember that. I am. I am old enough to remember, and it is crazy. Olave Prod says Khalil Mack will remain with the Chargers. Yep, I'm seeing that information come in just 60 seconds ago from Adam Schefter. So no Khalil Mack. It's all right, though. It's okay. We're going to – and on that graphic, total run it. I'm just going to talk. I'll mention that he's sticking around, so no worries there. All righty. We're going to talk about Chris Olave. Olave Prods. I've been saying your name so much, I have Chris Olave on my mind. All right, we're going to get into the cut. We're going to talk about some free agents that the Saints could possibly sign. And let's run the intro video just so that way there's an easy – actually, honestly, we're good here. We're good here. I'll just kind of pause and give her a second. Jerry G, I just remembered it's free agency week. That's why Trace is on early. Hey, we're grinders out here. Giggity. Colin and I work hard every single day so we can give you guys coverage. All righty. Whenever you're ready, brother, we can make it happen. I will say this. Before we go, we crossed 100 likes. We made a promise.
We did.
Made a promise.
Let's do it at the same time. Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Damn.
It's a good thing you can't see it below the desk right now, Colin. I'll tell you what. All right. We're going to have the party going here in just a few minutes. I want to talk about the New Orleans Saints possibly signing. Okay, so Seeps just sent me the funniest Slack. I'm so off topic here. Not a sponsor, but should be. Seeps just slacked me because I got him a can of Zins. He was like, "Hey, can you get me a Zin can at the gas station?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And I told him, I was like, "Yo, hot take. It's coffee flavor with a cup of coffee in the morning. Throw 2 creamers in there. It's a little sweet. Dude, you're sitting pretty." Yeah. He just slacked me. He goes, "This Zen coffee combo is going stupid." And I'm like, damn straight. I was like, "Isn't it electric?" He goes, "Buzzing like a bee." And I'm like, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. All right. Shout out to Seeps. Everyone show some love to producer Seeps. All righty. Let's get into the cut. Let's talk about Hunter Renfrow because it feels like this could be an inevitable move that will happen. Colin, whenever you're ready, brother, let's run this. Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. My name is Trace Girouard. I have a question for you, Saints fans. Is it inevitable? Is it inevitable that Hunter Renfrow will be wearing the black and gold this year? Because the Raiders are moving on from the wide receiver out of Clemson, and it feels like he is a New Orleans Saint. So I just want to ask you this question. Would you sign Hunter Renfrow? Just give me an S for sign or a P for pass. I'm going to give you my thoughts here in just a second, but this is your turn to share your thoughts, sound off in the comment section, and let me know what you think. Now let's talk about Hunter Renfrow as a player because I think that he could bring some value to the New Orleans Saints. He does have chemistry and he does have history with Derek Carr. And I'll tell you what, he had this nickname in Vegas when Carr was around. Third and Renfrow. This guy kept drives alive. He kept the Raiders offense on the field on multiple occasions, and you see the production on your screen. He's a good player. Wasn't utilized correctly last year. Had a lot of quarterback issues between Jimmy Garoppolo and Aiden O'Connell. I mean, it was just a really weird situation. Now, why I'm talking about Hunter Renfrow is because I believe that Michael Thomas will be released today or tomorrow. I think it will be today because at 4 p.m., that's when the new league year starts. And they have 3 days until 3 days afterwards to get him off the books. Otherwise, he's going to cost the Saints about $119 million guaranteed. So that's something that the Saints are going to avoid. I think it happens today. And if that does happen today, here's a look at what the wide receiver depth chart is going to be. That's it. 3 guys. Those are your pass catchers outside of your tight ends and Alvin Kamara. So you clearly need to add a wide receiver, whether it's draft, free agency. You're going to need to bring in a handful. And on top of that, you're going to be able to bring in some UDFAs and some other players to compete for roster spots late in the draft and kind of in the offseason. But this is what you have right now. So in terms of Renfrow to the boot, I think that it does make some sense. You just saw the wide receiver depth chart. It needs to be filled out. There is not a lot of depth in that room. If one person gets hurt, offense is done. They won't run with 3 people, obviously. But it's a good 3 wide receivers to have build that foundation. Chris Olave, we know what he can do. He is electric. He is dynamic, and he is a damn good football player. Rashid Shaheed, the need for speed, good Lord, just let him run goes every freaking play. Not really, but he's a speedster, and he is really, really good. And he's come a long way in terms of being a wide receiver for the Saints. A.T. Perry as well, jump ball specialist. It seems like every single time the ball is near him, he's making a big play. And like I mentioned earlier, Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow, they do have great chemistry, and there's familiarity there. And in terms of what Hunter Renfrow was able to do in his career with Derek Carr, over 200 receptions, 2,500 yards, and 16 touchdowns. That's really good production for a quarterback and wide receiver duo. Now, in terms of whether I would want to bring in Hunter Renfrow, my take is I don't mind it. I don't hate the addition. I think it would be a smart addition, but do not pay him the king's ransom. Do not give him the keys to the kingdom. Do not pay him a ton of money. If you ask me, I think like a 3-year, $6 million guaranteed every year. Like, let's say 3 years, $20 million. Now, actually, yes. 3 years, $20 million. Let's say 15 of that is guaranteed. So you're guaranteeing $5 million a year for a wide receiver that has chemistry, that has familiarity with your quarterback, gives him a safety blanket on top of having Foster Moore around, on top of Taysom Hill, on top of Juwan Johnson, on top of Kendra Miller, on top of Alvin Kamara, on top of Jamal Williams. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I think would be a good move, but I just don't want to pay him prime money. So lock us in, Saints fans. We are currently live on Saints Now by Chat Sports, breaking down NFL free agency and every single move that happens. So I encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. If you want to hang out with us, come join us. We're probably still kicking it. We'll be here late into the evening. But on top of that, we're going to give you guys daily rumors, news, updates, live shows every single week. And throughout the regular season and the playoffs, I'm telling you what, we have the most fun across the internet. So I encourage you to subscribe, join our squad, so that way you don't miss a thing around your New Orleans Saints. All right, so now it's time to discuss, is a big-time free agent signing coming? Is a big-time free agent headed to New Orleans? Because per over the cap, I looked at the numbers this morning. I'm old enough to remember when they were $80 million over the cap. Now, got $15 million in cap space. We went to bed yesterday. They had about $1 million. They restructured Ryan Ramczyk's contract to create some more space, $15 million in cap space for the New Orleans Saints. Now, we have this graphic for you. I want to just make a quick comment here. Khalil Mack, he's sticking around with the Los Angeles Chargers. That is news that came in during the filming of this video, so we didn't have time to change the graphic. No worries there, though. I would replace Khalil Mack with maybe Joey Bosa. Maybe they can't pay him. I don't know. Who knows what's going on there? Mike Williams has been released by the Los Angeles Chargers, and Keenan Allen is another guy that they could look to offload because the Chargers have a lot of money to clear out. They're still about $25 million over the cap, which is no bueno when you're trying to spend some money and win a Super Bowl, especially for new head coach Jim Harbaugh. But on top of that, we discussed this yesterday. Chase Young is visiting with the New Orleans Saints, he has visited with the New Orleans Saints. He has scheduled visits with New Orleans, the Panthers, and the Titans during NFL free agency. Now, in terms of my top targets, I would have loved Khalil Mack. It would have been so much fun to bring him in. However, you would have had to pay him a lot of money. This is a guy who had 17 sacks last year, 21 tackles for loss, and 10 pass breakups. The fact that he's still putting those kind of numbers up is incredible to me. However, I like the idea of bringing in Chase Young. I've kind of thought about it. It does feel like a high-risk, high-reward situation. Colin, real quick, just kick me full screen because I just got some thoughts to share. I think that going with Chase Young is a good move. I think that he could bring another element to the defense that did lack sack production last year. The number 2 sack leader was a linebacker in Demario Davis. The number 3 sack leader for the Saints, rookie defensive tackle Brian Brzee. I don't mind that. I like seeing the rookie be top 3 in sacks, but like I want to see more. I want to see more. I'm sorry that I'm greedy, giggity big time, but I like sacks. I'm sorry. I want my team to get a lot of sacks. Don't shoot the messenger. I want my team to be productive on the defensive side of the ball, stop drives, because so many times it felt like the New Orleans Saints were in a position where they were creating pressure. They were getting to the quarterback, but they just didn't finish their dinner. Carl Granderson led the team in sacks last year, which was awesome to see. He did have some really good games throughout the 2023 season. However, you need to get better. You need to get more dynamic. You need to be more productive. And I think Chase Young could bring some of that. Now, of course, there is the risk, the reward. There's issues in terms of maybe he has a lack of effort. He got benched during the playoff run for San Francisco last year. I totally understand that. And what I do fear, this could be like a Marcus Davenport 2.0 signing. However, put it this way, Chase Young was the 2020 Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't want to sit here and say that should make him a bunch of money, but the fact that he was able to do that not too long ago, to me, says that he can still be a talented player. He's shown flashes. He's dynamic. He's fast. He's aggressive. He's strong. Maybe it's a good move. But you tell me, Saints fans, who should New Orleans sign next? Do you want it to be a pass rusher, an offensive lineman? I'll tell you what, a name I really like, John Feliciano, the offensive guard. Played really well for San Francisco and filling in for some injuries across the offensive line. He has familiarity with new OC Clint Kubiak. I think that would be a really excellent addition on the offensive side of the ball. Now, like I said a little bit ago, Saints fans, I encourage you to subscribe and lock us in. That way you never miss a thing around your New Orleans Saints. If we have any sort of updates come through, I'm going to put out a short, I'm going to put out a video, maybe even go live for some of this stuff. So I encourage you to subscribe, lock us in today, and don't miss out. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. I'm tripping. Did we do a prize picks read?
There wasn't. No.
I didn't have it in the script.
I didn't put prize picks because
I didn't have it in the script. That's on me. Really fast. Okay. Let me think here. Let's go. Let's. I didn't have it in the script. That's on me. Let me think here. Let's film a separate read really fast. For prize picks. I'm gonna message DK. Hey, can you pop yourself up? Get a comment driver going. Let's get some shout outs going. Guys, do you want Chase Young to be a New Orleans Saint? Yeah. What do you think? You want Chase Young to be added to the Saints roster. I think that would be a good move. I want you guys to weigh in as well. It's your turn to share your thoughts. Who do you want? Do you want Chase Young? Yes or no? Colin, give some shout outs to people in the comment section.
I got you. Yeah, come on. Let's get the comment section going here. Got Blaze saying yes. Duff Nation saying heck yeah. Jeremy, 1-year prove-it deal. I wouldn't mind that. I think Chase probably wants a 2-year deal, but we'll see if he gets it. Cass, yes, and yes. Down with that as always. Dan, yes. Appreciate you donating again, Dan. Let's see. Leo, yeah. Sandy, as long as he doesn't ask for much, was sent to a winning team last time. That's a fair point. I mean, he was in a pretty ideal situation in San Francisco. He needs to come in hungry at this, next team, wherever his next stop is. No for Oscar. Get both Valor and Lynn. Leo, yes. Everett, yes. A lot of yeses. I think it's worth the gamble, personally, for New Orleans. I think Chase Young's going to be really looking to prove himself because I think this free agency cycle is going to humble him a little bit, and maybe New Orleans is the next stop for him. We got Stoffel, Yuppers, Blaze, Sandy May, hi. Eddie, okay. No. Got a decent mix in there. Yes,
yeah,
no?
I see a lot of yeses, I see a lot of nos. I'm going to change the live poll here. I'm going to change it to would you sign Chase Young?
Okay.
Would you sign Chase Young? Just yes or no. Vote in the live poll form. We got a new one for you. Go make your voices heard. I just messaged DK, kind of explain what happened. I'm gonna see if she can splice that in, like a read in real quick.
Yeah. You want me to just get ready for it?
Here, actually, yeah. Let's just hold on. She's typing 1 second.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Keep those answers coming in. By the way, Cindy or hi, please. Ronnie Rod says yes. Reggie says yes. Edit Zone says hell yes. So I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I think it's worth the gamble if you're a team like New Orleans getting a guy that, when he was on, I mean, everyone remembers him in his rookie season. I mean, he was looked at to be one of the future great pass rushers of the league. Hasn't lived up to that so far. I mean, obviously injuries. Trace mentioned the lack of effort earlier. I mean, it's all a factor, but, I mean, if you buy him low and he turns out to be something more than you paid for, then you're winning. But if he doesn't turn out to be anything, then it's not going to cost you a whole lot to get off of him. I just think it makes sense for the Saints. Jeffrey saying yes. I'd rather have him than the Panthers. That is very true, Jeremy. Yeah, you don't want him to go to a division rival and burn you.
See, that's also part of the route. Like, do you want to bring in a guy, or do you want to risk letting this guy move to a team you're playing twice a year? Exactly. Because on top of that, you might be a little bit of the, oh, you didn't offer me as much money, I'm going to prove something to you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Now he's got an extra motivation.
Yeah. Okay, so DK said she's going to splice it, try and figure it out. If there's not a good pause, let me know, and we can always re-film the cut.
Yes. Okay, Matt, definitely need O-line help, but if New Clint can fix Trevor Penning, he can still be good. Love Hunter and Young to sign today. Seasoned O-line would be a good idea. I mean, having a seasoned offensive line is never a bad idea. Let's put it that way.
Cool, yeah. Mikey, you haven't missed anything quite yet. Some news did come in around some other teams. Hunter Renfrow could be a free agent that the Saints go and get. We'll kind of go through the free agency tracking here in a second. Let's do that prize picks.
I got you.
Read real fast. Just give me I'm in a hard pause on the front and the back end, so that way there's plenty of time or whatever. So, alrighty, let's run it real quick, and we're going to tell you guys really fast about prize picks once again because I'm bad at scripting my shows. Today's show is presented by Prize Picks, and I want to talk a little bit more about Hunter Renfrow here in just a second. But Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy. You just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less based on their projected stats, and you can go win some big time money. It's my favorite way to start off the day. I open up the Prize Picks app every single morning. I'm looking to throw down some projections and win real money in real time. It's so easy. It's so much fun. And honestly, it's helped me learn a little bit more about, some of the sports I may not watch all the time. I want to get really invested in the MLB season this year. I love the Texas Rangers. I grew up here in Texas. Shout out to them for finally winning a World Series. So Adolis Garcia, I'm taking the more on 32.5 home runs. Trey Turner, 27.5 stolen bases. Give me the more on that. And Juan Soto, give me the more on 35.5 home runs for the player in San Diego. I think that this would be a really fun way to make some money, keep me invested throughout the entire MLB season because it is a long year. But this can help me stay connected to the teams and connected to the players that I'm interested in. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. All righty.
All right.
We got that taken care of.
We did. Here, I'm going to pop up something on the screen because I got to tell you something, man.
Cool.
So, Juan Soto doesn't play for the Padres anymore.
He doesn't play for the Padres anymore.
He plays for the Yankees.
He's a Yankee.
He's a Yankee.
Okay, well.
Just so you know.
I'm wrong.
Oh,
well.
Former Padres is playing in a Little League park, so you got to get that part right.
Well, yeah, I'm getting called out on that. Clearly, I'm a seam head. I clearly pay attention to what the San Diego Padres are doing all the time because I am a diehard Padres fan, clearly. I'm not. I'm trying to get more back into baseball, and that's why I'm using Prize Picks. If I been on Prize Picks throughout the offseason, maybe I would have been able to know. Just saying. Gonna put that out there. Yeah, that's a big miss on my part. Oh well, it'd be like that.
Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Oh well.
You know.
Yeah, let's chop it up. If you guys want to get on the show, use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat, and that way we can get you guys
I'm gonna get this
on the program.
Yeah.
We want to see what you guys have to say. There's not a fan in here, is there?
Don't think so.
No, it's
Are
all
you
good.
getting hot in there?
It's all good. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Might need one later. Yeah, Oscar. I know it's a big miss on my part. Not a seam head. Sorry about it. I could talk New Orleans Saints football. Don't ask me to talk about the Padres though. So this Willie Gay signing, by the way, really good move for the Saints. Let's chop it up. If you want to get on the show, free way. Use hashtag Saints. Ask a question. Share a hot take. Whatever you want to do. Matt, if you want to get on the show and have your question pop up, we can get you there. What's your thoughts on Willie Gay signing? I think it's an instant impact. Matt, I totally agree. I think that the Willie Gay signing is electric. It was a very, very good move. And at the end of the day, I think that he's going to make a huge impact because you can have your sets where you have Pete Werner, Demario Davis out there. You can rotate Willie Gay into if they got to tie a shoe, they need a breath, they need to just grab a quick sip of water, if they need to fix something in their helmet, whatever. This is a player that can fill in super easily, that can be very effective and very productive. And I like the signing. It's also great value. Up to $5 million. This is a guy who I thought would get somewhere around 9 or 10. He is also teaming up with his collegiate defensive lineman coach. He is the New Orleans Saints defensive lineman coach. So that's going to be some fun there. But if you guys want to get on the show, use hashtag Saints or send in a super chat. Real quick, let's show them the super chat menu. That way they can see what they can, if they do send a super chat, what we will do for them. What up, Lockdown Lattimore? How you doing, brother? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Duff Nation will get you on the show here in just a few minutes. We are going to show you guys the super chat menu. $5, we sing when the Saints go marching in. $10, you get a raffle ticket for a really cool puzzle that is a Saints puzzle. My girlfriend and I actually did it, so if you want to do the same one, $10, we'll send it to you. $20, we'll do a shot ski. We got some tequila, trying to get a little weird. $50, we're going to give away another Saints Now football. So whoever sends in the most $50 super chats will get this at the end of the month. Nico Canada, your football should be in the mail here any day now. It's with our shipping department. Of course, free agency is a little bit of a hectic period, so that'll get out ASAP for you. And then $100, we have some light-up Mardi Gras cowboy hats. We're going to be sending those out as well. What's up, Seeps? What's going on, brother? We're going to be giving away some Mardi Gras cowboy hats if you send in a $100 super chat. No questions asked. Me and Colin will autograph it, and we'll mail it to you. It's going to be a good time. What you about to go do, Giants? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It'll be a good time. That'll be a good time.
You buzzing like a bee, Steve?
Told you, man. Told you, man.
Get a little bit of everything.
Dude, not a sponsor, but should be. Should be.
Could you imagine being a sponsor?
Excuse my French. That'd be fucking awesome. That'd be sick. I'd save so much money.
Oh my god,
There's there's like a rewards program they have. You can like put in like on the bottom of the can. There's like a code, and if you put in X amount of codes, whatever, you can win. You can get like gift cards and other stuff to like random places. And if you get enough, you can get like a massive can that has like 1,000 cans worth of pouches. I'm like, that's insane. So Chip and I are like, we might need to save up and split that thing. Might need to save up and split it. Be really funny. Anyway, here's our super chat menu. Easy way to support the show and what we're doing here. Also allows us to expand our Chat Sports family. Because Saints fans were so loyal this past year, we were able to bring in a stud producer like Colin. I mean, he's been awesome this year. I like this question. I like that question. Go back to that one.
Where was it?
Where'd
it go?
Okay, here we go. I want to ask you guys a question. Let's just have some fun.
I'm going to get the thing up. Gotcha.
Breaking news on the NFC South. Dane Jackson, the cornerback out of Buffalo. He is signing with the Panthers a 2-year, $14.5 million deal. The Panthers have been very active in free agency.
I mean, it was kind of expected.
I will say this. He's getting starter money, and he has started 28 games in 4 seasons for Buffalo. So,
Tough.
Carolina, there you go.
What was the detail on that contract, Dean?
It is a 2-year, $14.5 million deal.
Interesting.
I don't know if I like that for them. Or, I mean, for him, for the player, great value.
Yeah.
Feels like the team got fleeced.
A little bit.
Un poquito. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Trace, I gave you the info about Soto because you're my boy. Oscar, you're my boy too. Thank you for keeping me accountable and looking out for me because at the end, if it's a problem, then I'll just keep saying it.
We're good on prize picks, by the way, because we just did that one at like the hour mark too. So.
Hell yeah.
Just want you to know.
Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, I want to know this question. Cullen, before we get to the shout-outs,
Yep.
what animal would you take on in a brawl?
This is an interesting question. This is like you've had a couple and like.
Let me put it this way. Let's set the rules here.
Okay.
Let's set the rules
Okay.
here. You're not drunk, but
Okay.
you have some liquid confidence and some liquid courage. You know,
Gotcha.
got a little. You're not stumbling, but
Right.
feel good about yourself. You
Feeling
know
good.
you know you're ready to roll. So, what animal? And we're gonna say this. It's gonna be in a Coliseum style. You can't run
Yeah.
away.
Oh, it's in Rome. Yeah.
It's in Rome.
Yep.
I'll also say this. Depending on the animal, we're gonna add like if it's a lion or no, excuse me, if it's a gorilla, we'll add some trees in there, make it kind of so that
They're in their element.
Yeah, they're in their element, but you can also you can use that to your advantage here. If it's an elephant, kind of flat land, but you got high grass, you can kind of use to work around, if you will. If you're picking a shark, you get a scuba tank. That way you can still find it. But what animal would you want to have a fight with?
See, this is a tough one. I'd say any size dog. I'm taking
Okay.
any size dog.
Hot take. Give me like a ram, or give me like not a bull, but like something that like ram size with like some horns, or like small bull, small deer, or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you grab them things and
Yeah.
You remember in dodgeball,
Mhm.
White Goodman had taking the bull by the horns,
Yeah.
literally. Like that's what I would do. I'd take it by the horns and run it down. What animal are you fighting? We want to see what you guys got to say. A New York sewer rat. Cass wants to know if we get weapons. You get one weapon of choice.
Oh, it's a
it cannot be it cannot be a gun though.
Okay.
You can have like a sword or like a sledgehammer or like a.
Low key, if I'm getting a weapon, maybe a horse. Like, because a horse
a
will
good
just charge at you.
Yeah.
Right? It's not going to be like that fluid.
Yeah.
You just sidestep it one time. Just,
Phew.
yeah.
Take
I
it
feel
down.
like a horse wouldn't be that hard.
That-
if you have a weapon. Now,
Yeah.
if it's just mano a mano, that thing's
Mhm.
trucking you.
Mhm.
I don't know.
We got Giraffe from Duff Nation. Oscar saying, "Give me a bear." Warrior says he's gonna use a fork. That's hilarious,
That is hilarious.
dude. Warrior 93. I'm not gonna read the message, but that's hilarious, dude. That's a funny question. Cass says machete. I'm fighting a penguin. Jeremy Gates, a Louisiana mosquito. Here's the thing. You might have a hard time against a Louisiana mosquito. Those things are pesky. Matt says a honey badger.
Fitting. Give him the channel. Yeah.
Give him the channel. I like it. I like it. That's a good answer, Matt. It's a good answer.
Giraffe's an interesting one. Who said?
Bro's
Offense as a
been
whole.
watching too many movies. That's all. Here's what I do. I work out not often, and then I watch movies. Like, that's what I do. I go home, I unwind, have a nice glass of whiskey, an old-fashioned, if you will. I watch, put a bullet in my head, I watch a lot of 80s action movies. I think they're awesome. Dude, give me Rambo, give me Predator, give me Commando, give me, like, dude, if it has Arnold Schwarzenegger or if it has Sylvester Stallone, I'm probably in. I'm probably locked in. I see Wild Boar from Blaze, a Wild Hog from Texas, and from Ethan. Jalen says, yeah, I ride horses is what I'm saying, LOL. Jalen, good to know. Do you think it won't be easy? That's fair. It might not be. See, that's the thing. If it gets behind you, it can just kick the hell out of you.
It would have to be like.
You'd have to
taking a
be
one-shot.
perfect timing because they'll
Yeah.
kick the hell out of you.
That's probably where I'm stretching it. 100%.
Ethan says he'd fight a Falcons fan. Those guys are animals. Those guys are animals. So there you go. Blade with.
I mean, we
Blade's a
got
good
one here, and he's an animal. For God's sakes.
Damn straight. We did get a $5 super
Yeah,
chat from
let's
Queen
get it.
Courtney. So let's
get it
pop
up
that
there.
one up.
Yeah,
Show her some love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Name the show if you guys are real ones. All right, Queen Courtney, put the crown emojis in the chat. Y'all know what to do. We got receiver-wise. What do you think we'll do? Draft or free agency? Do you think Kubiak takes over offensive side of the draft and drafts what he wants? So, to answer the back part of your question first, I think that's a smart. I think it's a smart route because Dennis Allen is a defensive-minded coach. I think that Kubiak should be in charge of drafting the offensive players, considering he is going to be calling the plays. Because in my mind, I like to think of it like this. Allen, head coach of the defense. Kubiak, head coach of the offense. Like, that's, in my head, what makes sense to me.
Will
So
it be that way, though?
that's the question. Will that be the case?
Right.
Obviously, Allen's not going to be sitting there calling plays or anything on the offensive side of the ball, but, that's something to think about. And on top of that, I think that's a good move. And for that reason, that's why I'm saying, it depends on whether or not they let Kubiak do it. So I think that Kubiak will, but I don't know. That's just I just don't know. Receiver-wise, what do you think we'll do? I could see them drafting a wide receiver second round.
Well, who's your favorite day 2, day 3 wide receiver? Because I don't think we've chopped it up in the office yet, even though we're right next to
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, I'll tell you, Troy Franklin is very impressive. This out of Oregon. The Saints also did meet with Joshua Cephas out of UTSA. He has actually like scary good stats, like very under the radar, like sneaky good player.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hate that as a later selection. Xavier Worthy is an intriguing option, but he's a day 1 guy. I don't know if the Saints are going to go wide receiver day 1. I don't think it would be a bad move. Like, in my head, if you go and address offensive line and bring in some guys in free agency, then draft is fun money. Go get whatever the hell you want and make your team freaking awesome.
Can I give you 2 names?
Hit me.
Okay. Day 2, Xavier Legette, the wide receiver of South Carolina.
I love Xavier Legette. I love that fit. He would be a great fit for the Saints, too.
Such a weapon.
Oh, that is a great take, Colin.
And then
Colin knows ball.
This guy may go round 3, but I think he's actually going to be probably a day 3, like round 4 guy. Malachi Corley out of Western Kentucky.
Okay. That's a good one. It's a good name to keep in mind. I will say this. The Saints don't have a third-round pick right now. They have a handful. Day 3. So they do have a handful of fifth-round picks that they got as comp picks. They could trade and package up, try maybe move up in the 4th round, do something like that because they don't have a 4th-rounder either. That could be a route that they go. Like, I love the option of Xavier Legette in round 2, though. Like, personally, I don't think that that's much of a stretch because I feel like he could fall to the end of the 2nd round. Dude, if that's the player that's there and you need a wide receiver, why the hell would you not take him?
He is literally just get the ball in his hand and watch him go.
Because exactly, and on top of that, you have the playmakers in Perry, Chris Olave. You have your wide receiver 1. You have Chris Olave. He's your wide receiver 1. Rashid Shaheed, maybe he could be a full-time I almost said WR2, wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
A.T. Perry, your jump ball specialist. Throw him.
Big physical presence.
Big body guy, climbs the ladder, can make a play. But get Xavier Legette in the mix too. Because on top of that, it's a very young and talented and cheap group.
Yeah.
You can spend money elsewhere. I like that idea.
Okay.
Colin, I like that idea. Xavier Legette. I see a lot of people throwing that name out there. Yeah. Really fast. I want to just tell y'all to give me a follow on social media. I'm going to put my links to my Twitter and Instagram in the chat. I recently got the blue check mark. Shout out to Elon Musk. I am a blue check mark guy now. I recently also crossed over 2,000 followers on Twitter, which is, I didn't ever think that would happen, to be honest.
I mean, how many people pick off Kyler Murray in high school?
I did pick off Kyler Murray. There is that. There is that. So if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, I'm putting those links in. I'll give you some shout outs to anyone who gives me a follow. And I'm also going to throw the Instagram links in here. My Instagram, full transparency, I post Saint stuff on there sometimes, but most of that is just my personal life and kind of what I got going on. I just like to, have a good time and keep my people in the mix. Dude, I think she nailed it.
Did she? Shout out DK, man.
I got to see this. Hold on.
No, you're good.
Hold on.
Hey, make sure.
Also, follow me. Screw me. Follow Colin. Follow Colin. Colin, if you have your links available to your Twitter, throw them in the live chat. That way we can get everybody to give you a follow. Because Saints fans, I'll tell you what, they don't care who you like. They don't care what you do. They just want to talk to fun people who like ball. They love football. That's what I love about Saints fans. We can have a good time and we can just hang out, talk football. It's not got to be weird. Wow, this Chase Young tweet is doing pretty good. Love that.
Cool. All right. So
I had an OnlyFans bot comment. Wow, sorry, but like no way. I think you got the wrong team, hun. Chase Young is definitely a Washington football team player. Well, bot, it is not the Washington football team. And no, he's not.
Yeah.
He got traded. And he's not even a Niner. He's a free agent.
Jeez. Bots don't know ball.
Dude, my favorite conversation is the people who are saying Saints can't sign anybody, they have no money. They literally have $15 million in cap space.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Give Colin a follow. Colin, if you get any follows, I need you to shout them out real quick. I want to see this really fast.
I got you.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Let's go. Instagram or Twitter. I got you. Full transparency, I'm getting better on Twitter, getting better on social media. Been really trying to grind here at Chat Sports, just trying to get my feet under me a little bit. But shout out to guys like Trace and everybody for pulling me along. So I'm going to try to get back active on social media. But yeah, if you follow me right now, I'll give you a shout out, free one on the show. Let's see.
All right, I'm going to tweet out this video real quick. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to just let
Shout
everyone
out to
else
Blaze.
know.
I'll follow you back too. Come on now. I'm down to have some Saints fans. Appreciate that. How about this? I'll follow the first 5 people on Twitter, 5 people on Instagram.
You want to follow back from the Colin Brown, the producer extraordinaire?
I just followed back Blaze. Shout out to you on Twitter. Give me a follow. All right, let's see. Shout out to Matt Ritchie, 27. I hope I pronounced your name right. Followed you back on Insta.
Keep on giving Colin a follow. He's been working his butt off, and he deserves every follow from a Saints fan. He's also he's a friend of the show. He's a friend of the Saints. Like, how could you not want to give him a follow? The dude's a stud. He's an absolute legend. And once I get this on Facebook, we're chilling. You guys are getting to kind of see what we do behind the scenes when we're not on these live shows. It's pretty cool. Honestly, like, I understand that, maybe here every once in a while we're kind of being quiet. We're not talking as much. Yeah. But I personally think that this is like a really cool way for y'all to see what we do on a daily basis behind the scenes. I also think this is a really cool way for y'all to understand like what we put into this kind of stuff. Like we don't just come into work,
just hang out, walk in here,
and then talk about football for a few minutes. No, like every single video we put out, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours of work to just get rolling. And I mean, we went live today at 1 p.m. I was in the office by 9 o'clock. Like Colin was here a little bit earlier than that. Like we wanted to come into the studio. We wanted to give you guys great coverage and great content. And we up until literally a minute before we were live, we were still doing stuff, getting the show ready. So this is just a really awesome opportunity for y'all to see what we can do. All right, woo, 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 woo. Saints fans, I hate to break your heart. Thomas Morstead, re-signing with the Jets, 2 years, over $5 million. So there you have it. He will not be a New Orleans Saint again, at least for the next 2 years. So for all of you who wanted Thomas Morstead, I am so sorry, but that's just not going to happen today. Really quick, if you're enjoying free agency so far, let's get the comment section rolling. Let's get it moving again. If you're having fun, type me. And I'll tell you what, whoever types me the most, I'm going to write your name on our Saints Now MVP football. So let's let them do it for about 60 seconds. Let's see how many people we can get to type me.
We're getting some.
Whoever types it the most is getting their name on the MVP football. That's happening.
Ethan is lighting it up
He's
right now.
peppering the chat. Mikey's going. Duff Nation, Lore. I mean, Colin, might need to give him some shout-outs. I can't even keep up with this chat.
Yeah, Blaze, Ethan, Mikey, Duff Nation, God, Matt, East Boy. Oh my God, Warrior.
East Boy saying, how about you respond to the comments? We're literally shouting people out.
Lord.
East Boy is looking like producer Chip over there. like a fool. Yeah. Flip that bird. Wait, no, Chip, come here. Bring the funnel. Dude, I thought of the funniest thing yesterday. Toss me this. So, we have a freedom funnel. There's flipping the bird. We'll flip the bird at you. $100, I'll flip the bird at you. I was like, that's just too good. Keep going with the me's. Ethan's typing it. Blaze, Akeem.
Duff Nation, East Boy, let's keep it going. YK, Melvin.
East Boy, I know you're not a fool, dude. It's just, it's YouTube. It's a joke. Like, it's not that serious, brother.
Yeah.
Duff Nation, Melvin, Blaze, Mikey, YK, Blaze, Warrior, Blaze, Oscar, Mikey, YK, Matt, Warrior, Melvin, Duff Nation. All right, 10 more seconds. As fast as you can. Go. Right now, Blaze is in the lead. Blaze is running away with it. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's let the calculations come in. Let's run the numbers real quick.
I got a name because this dude was. I'm surprised he didn't get banned from chat.
Who you got?
Ethan was from
Ethan? I'm seeing a lot of Blaze and a lot of Ethan. Because I'm a generous guy, we're going to put 2 names on there.
Okay.
We're going to put 2 names on there because that's what we like to do.
There we go.
We like to celebrate and have fun with the people who like to have fun with us. So, Ethan, you're going on the ball. Blaze, you are also going on the ball.
Let's go.
I can't talk and write because I'll spell stuff wrong. So don't
Appreciate
judge me.
y'all still spamming the me's. He goes, Ethan goes, but I have the better profile picture.
All right, there you are, Ethan and Blaze. We'll get some more people on the football. I'll tell you what, for the next 20 minutes, next 10 minutes, I'm going to set a timer right now. 10 minutes, anybody who sends in a $10 super chat is going on the football. $10 minutes, $10 super chat. Your name is going on the football. We're going to give free ways to get back on here later, but if you want to guarantee your name right now for the next 9 minutes and 45 seconds, next 9 minute 40 seconds, we're going to put your name on the ball if you send in a $10 super chat. That's anybody. Doesn't matter if you're on there once, doesn't matter if you're on there 100 times. We will put you on there again. So keep the me's going. Let me know also, who's your number 1 free agent target? Colin, who is your number 1 free agent target?
I mean, Justin Simmons has got to be the guy now.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about him a lot already. He's clearly the best player. The fact that Denver had to let him go is a travesty. But they let a lot of safeties go this free agency period, man. It's free agent or safeties potentially getting analytically out of football. Is it going to be one of those things, man?
Quinn Courtney wants to go on the ball. Quinn Courtney's going on the ball. She's the first one to be super chatted onto the ball. We're going to put Quinn Courtney. See, I like Justin Simmons too. I think it's by position because it's like the Saints need offensive line. The Saints need an edge rusher. The Saints need wide receivers. Saints need, they could use another safety. Don't be surprised if Jonathan Abram comes back. We also got YK Matt putting y'all on the ball too. So it, for me, kind of depends on what position you got coming in and what we're going. Quinn Courtney, you're a legend. Thank you so much. We're also getting you a raffle for our puzzle. And on top of that, YK.Matt.
Shout out to y'all, man.
YK.Matt27. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good timing because we're trying to get to 27,000 subs. Can we go to the ticker real fast? Let's see how much damage we've done today. Friendly reminder, 8 minutes. If you send in a $10 super chat, we're going to put you on our MVP football. Doesn't matter how many times you send in. You want to get on here multiple times, send in multiple $10 super chats. Ethan Lowe, we're throwing you on too, brother.
Let's get it.
When I autographed this and sent it to Nico, dude, I gained a newfound respect for athletes and for famous people because signing on a football is not easy.
It's not flat surface.
It is not easy.
Yeah.
There's no good way to hold it right. It's so bad.
Right.
Ethan Lowe. That's why I can't talk while I write because that's where mistakes happen. Mikey!
Woo-hoo!
There's another name. We're putting Mikey on the list too.
Let's get it. Shout out to Mikey.
Mikey.
I gave it hell with the me's, LOL, but I'm on now. You did give it in there.
Yes.
There was a bunch of people in there giving it their all.
There you go. There's the name so far. We will have more free ways to get on later. Soon we'll be doing a Another comment driver, MVP will get on the ball there as well. So we'll just kind of every 30-ish minutes, something like that, we'll throw on the comment drivers and we'll see who wants to get on the football. All right, Mikey, I gave it hell with the me's, but I'm on now. I appreciate you. Ethan Lowe, he said whoever makes the team better. I agree with you there. And Jeremy Gates, holler if you hear me. Jeremy Gates, we're throwing you on the ball too.
Shout out, Jeremy. Let's get it. Holler.
You guys got 6 minutes if you want to send in a $10 super chat to guarantee your name on the football. 6 minutes left. 6 minutes for our $10 flash sale to get on the football. Who's going to be the next one? Jeremy Gates, holler if you hear me. Love to see it. Love to see it. Godly says, I'd be happy to if we got Chase Young. Ethan, 1 out of 10 for $10. All right, Ethan plays this game with us. I've never won it. I have never won it. So, Colin, maybe you can give me some luck because producer Chip has screwed me every time.
Oh, what is this?
So I need some help here. He said, pick a number 1 through 10. If you get it right, he'll send in a $10 super chat. He likes to play this game when we go live. I have never won.
Never won.
Duff Nation says, gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Duff Nation, I'll see you soon. Hopefully, you come back later because we're going to be here for quite a while. Yeah, we're going to be here for a handful more hours. It's going to be a good time. So, Jeremy Gates, shout out to you for your super chat. Okay. 1 through 10.
Does he have like a history of anything, or is it just?
Dude, he just picks a number. Like I wish I could give you a trend. I wish I could give you the analytics. He just picks a number, and every single time I'm like 1 or 2 off. There was one time I guessed 6, and it was 9.
Mikey just guessed 6 too.
Mikey says 6. What's your number? What's your number?
I'm gonna go 9.
You like 9?
Okay.
Drew Brees?
Yep.
All right, lock it in, Ethan. 9 for Drew Brees. That's the number we're rolling with. Queen Courtney says 7. Mikey says 6. Hopefully, if
you want to split it though, like one of us go.
No, because that's not those are the rules he set.
Okay, gotcha.
Those are the rules he set when we started this game a while back. Both of you agree on a number. We'll make it happen.
Yeah,
so
get
Ethan,
your numbers in the chat.
Yeah, guess what number Ethan's gonna get to? We're saying 9 for Drew Brees. We're saying number 9. What do you say? What say you? Put on a Drew Brees jersey and look down. It was 6.
Damn.
It was 6. Every damn time. It's like when I guess 9, he says 6. When I guess 6, it's 9. When I guess 3, it's 8.
Should have listened to Mickey Taylor.
Should have listened to Mikey. Should have listened to Akeem.
Yeah, Akeem. Shout out.
Ethan, you got us again, my friend. You got us once again. One of these days, I'm going to get you, brother. One of these days, I'm going to get it right. He said, you have given me that one before. I even mentioned, I was like, there's been times. I guess 9, and he was like, look down on your jersey. And it was a Drew Brees jersey. And I was like, damn it. So close, I'm going to get you one of these days, Ethan. Yeah. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. But, Ethan, of course, we love having that fun with you. We love talking it. All right, really quick, let's run through the free agency tracker, starting with maybe not Jabo. Let's start with Willie, where the Willie Gay signing was. You're good. You're good. No rush. No worries. Keep on showing love in the chat. Mikey. Yep. Ethan, maybe you owe Mikey $10. Just kidding. Trace, when you saw Cam, you should have asked him to come on the show. See, I was gonna try. I only had like a few seconds. I only had a few seconds where I could talk with him. Also, quick reminder: 3 minutes, $10 gets you your name on our MVP football. $10 for the next 3 minutes. When I saw Cam, he was checking into his hotel. He was clearly kind of in a rush. I just caught him at the right time. I was like, Cam, do you mind if I take a quick picture? We snagged it. I was like, I'm a huge fan. I cover the Saints on YouTube. Love talking about you. Like, this is a dream come true. And he said, keep working hard, keep grinding. Like, awesome to meet you, man. Blah, 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 whatever. So I didn't have a lot of time to chop it up with him. I also wanted to give him my business card, but I felt like that might not be the most appropriate time to do it. To be honest, I froze. I froze. I saw my favorite football player that's currently playing, and I froze. It
happens.
I'm sorry. I should have asked. And I could try and tweet him. I could try and DM him. It won't be the same, but I tried. Or I froze. I'm sure a lot of y'all would have done the same thing. Ronald! And he is a first-time Super Chatter! Everyone clap it up for Ronald. Clap it up for Ronald. We love it. We greatly appreciate you, brother. Let's run through the NFL free agency tracker for the last couple of days. Eric Kendricks, he signed a one-year deal with the Niners. Ethan, we see that. We'll get to it here in just a few minutes. Let's talk some ball for a second, though. Corey, he signed with
Bajorquez.
That guy. He signed with the Browns. Nick Harris, one-year deal with the Seahawks. Anthony Jennings, he is a 3-year deal, $12 million for the Patriots. Mac Hollins, former Falcons wide receiver, former Raiders wide receiver, doesn't wear shoes. Might be tough to do that in Buffalo, but he's getting a $3 million deal for 1 year in Buffalo. Morgan Moses, it was a trade. He will now be a New York Jet. Malik Collins, Lil Jordan Humphrey as well, bringing in some new deals. Lil Jordan Humphrey spent some time with the New Orleans Saints. He's headed to Denver to re-team up with Sean Payton again. Jake Elliott, the kicker in Philadelphia, he's really talented. Earned a 4-year, $24 million extension. Definitely earned his bag. Harrison Bryant, 1 year, $3.25 million deals. Kyle Juszczyk cleared $1.7 million for the San Francisco 49ers. Jordan Whitehead, that's an interesting name to keep in mind. 2-year, $9 million deal for the Bucks. The next list, Julius Chestnut, 1-year deal for the Titans. We got Michael Hogt. He's signing with the Rams. Gennard Avery. Is it Gennard or Gennard? Gennard. Okay. Gennard Avery, 1-year deal. Yeah. I might need calling around all the time because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Khalil Mack, he's sticking around in Los Angeles. Would have loved to see him be a Saints player. Matt Pryor, he is headed to Chicago. Shut up, alarm. Go away.
Is that like your alarm in the morning?
No, dude, that's my timer, and I accidentally. My watch is doing it. That's why. All right. Khalil Mack, he's sticking around in Los Angeles. And Thomas Morstead, the punter. A lot of Saints fans wanted him to come back to New Orleans. However, he is sticking around with the Jets on a 2-year deal. Do we need another prize pick?
Here in a second, but we did get a super chat.
We got a $20 super chat from Ethan Lowe.
Let's get it,
Ethan
man.
Lowe. Ethan, I'm going to put you on there a second time because you sent in a 20. The timer is up for the $10 deal. We'll run it again later, but I'm going to put Ethan Lowe on there twice.
Yeah. Our great friends at Prize Picks are calling.
Prize Picks is calling. Colin, how confident are you in our projections? Because I like them. I do too. Let's do the NBA ones for this one. Ethan, I know this isn't on the free agent stuff, but at least the Dirty Birds won't draft Jaden Daniels. I agree. Hey, this is about free agency because they made a move. They signed Kirk Cousins. To be honest, it kind of worries me. Kind of doesn't. I have some thoughts, and I'm going to get deep into Kirk Cousins.
I want to talk to you.
Hold on. Okay, I need to rephrase that.
Yeah.
I need to rephrase that. We're going to discuss Kirk Cousins here in just a moment, but real quick, I got to tell y'all all about Prize Picks. Prize Picks is my favorite daily fantasy sports app, and it makes watching sports so much more fun than if I hadn't been playing it. It's so easy. You just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less based on their projected stats, and you can go win some real money in real time. I absolutely love Prize Picks. They don't just have the NFL. They don't just have in the NBA. They have NHL. They have esports. They have NASCAR. They have golf. During the NFL Combine, you could choose more or less on 40-yard dash times. It was electric. I love Prize Picks because if you want to watch sports, this is the best way to make your experience so much better. Now, James Harden, they have a really good deal for him. Tomorrow is Pi Day. March 14th, 3.14, 3/14. He needs to score 2 baskets and you're making money. Why not run that? Jalen Suggs, less than 7.5 points. It's a goblin pick, meaning it's a little bit tough, or it's a little bit easier to get, lower payout, but hey, I want to win money, so sometimes I want to be a little safe about it. And Jamal Murray, Colin and I were talking about it. We were going back and forth, and we landed on going with the less on 25.5 points. Prize Picks is an easy way for you to become a smarter fan for whatever sport, whatever team. I absolutely love it. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to put the link in the live chat right now for you. If you guys want to get started, I encourage you to click that link. Get started today. It's also in the comment section and description of this video if you guys are tuning in later. Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. Shin! He is a first-time Super Chatter! Love you guys. Thank you for streaming live today. Shin, we love you. Yep. Thank you for tuning in, and we greatly appreciate your $2 donation. It goes a long way in supporting our movement here at Chat Sports. Thank you. We are so grateful, and we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy, but we appreciate you. All righty. Let's talk some Kirk Cousins. Let's talk Kirko chains. Trizzy chains. Let's talk Kirko chains because he is headed to Hot Atlanta. Let me see. I got some notifications coming in. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Coolio. All right. Just making sure I'm not missing anything important. Nothing. Sweet. Just Thomas Morstead tweeting about him going back to the Jets. So let's talk about Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins, it's a good move. Mm-hmm. It's a good move. Like, taking my Saints fandom bias out of the picture, it's a good move. We can just throw the sub ticker up or something. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I would be more scared of Justin Fields.
Okay.
Than Kirk Cousins. And I will tell you why.
Okay.
Saints are horrible against mobile quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They were terrible. For the love of God, they made Tyson Bagent look like a good quarterback on the ground at least. Mm-hmm. Ate his dinner up throughout the game. It should have been a much bigger blowout. But, they're bad against the run. And they're bad against running quarterbacks. So, Kirk Cousins, he doesn't have great mobility. He's not going to be able to move around in the pocket and get around, especially being 35 years old coming off in a popped Achilles. I don't want to sit here and say, he's not going to be good. Kirk Cousins can sling the damn rock. He is a good quarterback. He has kicked the hell out of the Saints on more than one occasion. But he doesn't have Justin Jefferson anymore. He has weapons. There's no doubt. Darnell Mooney, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts. That is a really good unit of weapons. However, none of them are even close. They don't even scratch the surface of the player by the name of Justin Jefferson. Real quick, turn the auto push.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So there you go. Really fast. After you do that, let's do the sub ticker.
Okay.
And then don't forget the L3 one as well.
Yes.
You're Gucci. You're a Gucci brother. We got 89 people hanging out with us, 136 likes. I'll tell you what, when we get to 150 likes, I'm going to take a shot at tequila. We also do owe a Shotsky, Colin. Yeah. We do owe a Shotsky.
We do.
So
I'm down to get some
throw up that sub ticker. Throw the live counter up. I'm going to get this Shotsky loaded for us. Okay. And we're going to do this. All right. I need to create some space here on this desk. We're rocking some 1800 tequila. Woo! Look at that number go. All right.
Getting going on a Wednesday. Let's get it.
Club going up on a Wednesday. Got your girl in the club and sheet. What rhymes with Wednesday?
Oh, I was going to say.
She loves Triz. All right. We got our Shotsky rolling. Colin, make it kick us to the big cam or to a full screen real quick.
Gotcha.
Go full screen for this real fast because it might be a little bit easier. Johnny, I will take one for you as well, brother. Don't you worry about it.
All right.
All right. We're going to go. We're doing our Shotsky. First Shotsky of free agency. Y'all know the song. Everybody! Shot. Everybody! Let's go. All right, Colin, you know how this works? Yep, we got to go at the same time. So ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Boom! That was electric. I've never got to do it with a partner, so I'm so happy. Hell yeah.
get it.
We will do another Shotsky for $20. And because Johnny said take one for your boy,
Yeah.
you kind of let the adrenaline
Yeah.
wear down, and then it hits you, and it's not. It isn't good. It tastes like lighter fluid, as they say in the industry. All right, Johnny, because you asked so kindly, and because I enjoyed college, I will be taking this shot for you. Holy shit!
Oh!
Mikey Taylor getting it off the rails.
Let's get
Let's
it.
freaking go. Mikey, I'm putting you on the ball again because you're a legend.
Holy.
Boom.
Let's get it.
Boom. Boom. That's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
go.
Should the Saints get Hunter Renfrow in free agency, also let me get that ball, bro. LOL. Who dat? Mikey, you are in the leader. You are the leading candidate for the ball. Whoever sends in the most $50 super chats throughout the month will be getting this football mailed to you. We sent the last one to Nico Canada, wrote his name on here. I autographed it, wrote him a little note and stuff. A little fun memento to kind of remember everything we're doing here. Also, this is the second ever Saints Now MVP football. The only other one is in Nico Canada's possession. So I'm going to put Mikey Taylor's name down here. And in terms of Hunter Renfrow, I think they should. It may not be I don't know if it's the popular opinion, but I think they should bring in Hunter Renfrow. You only have 3 players on your depth chart. You have 3 wide receivers. Colin,
Yep.
do you like Hunter Renfrow as a player? What do you think about him as a wide receiver?
I think at a price, I like it.
I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, you're obviously not paying him, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill money.
Yep.
But I think he can come in. I think he is a veteran that, especially like you said, third down, he knows what spot he needs to get to. He knows leverages. He knows coverages at this point.
Yep.
He builds that rapport with Derek Carr that he already had in Las Vegas. Like I said, it just all comes down to price. If you're telling me I'm paying, anything really in the single digits for him, I'm in.
Yeah, if you can pay, I think you could justify upwards of $8
Yeah.
million a year.
Like when it gets to the high point, you're kind of like, yeah.
If you could get to $8 million is kind of the absolute most is 10. I don't think, and I don't think he should get that.
Right.
I don't think he will get that. But you could almost argue and justify and kind of make reason for $7-8 million a year.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair
Right.
contract for a veteran wide receiver who has chemistry, who's proven, who knows how to play the game at a high level, at least a high enough level.
Right.
You bring up a lot of really good points there. Colin knows the ball like a mug. He knows ball like a mofo. Shout out to Mikey Taylor. This ball could be headed your way. Could be headed to Virginia. West Virginia. Mikey Taylor. Take me home. MVP football. There we go. All right. That was, dude, I might need to leave Chat Sports and be a singer. Might need to leave Chat Sports and be a singer. Who knows? We are trying to get to the next milestone. Can we get 7 subscribers here? Just really quick. I just need 7 subs. I just want 7 new members of our family so we can hit another milestone on the day. If you haven't already, Colin, give them your elevator pitch as to why they need to join our channel here.
Here's the thing. It's my first day on Chat Sports as we get a sub, so come on, 6 more. We know the analytics. We know the analytics for all our channels. So I know, based on how many people that are watching right here, not everyone's subscribed. What are you doing? We got free content for you, New Orleans Saints-wise, all off-season, all during the season, NFL drafts coming up. We got you covered. You want Trace to be your guy because Trace, trust me, I've been here about 2.5 months. Nobody puts as much work in on his channel than Trizzy Trace. So if you want to give him some support, make sure you're subscribed. Saints Now, we're going to have you covered. Hit that sub button. What are you doing? What are we doing here? Come on now.
Colin, your words are so kind. You're so kind, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a great family to join. Because not only do we like to just hang out, have a good time, but we want to talk and build a relationship with you guys at home as well. So by subscribing, you can join our family. That's what I view as. It is a family. I want us to all hang out. I want us to talk football. I want us to be able to have a good time together. And also, I just love working. I love my job. I love what I'm doing. So I'm going to work my tail off every day to get you guys coverage. And let me tell you this right now. If somebody sends in a $100 super chat, I'm going to make Colin put on my Saints wrestling mask.
I'll do it.
I'm making Colin put on the wrestling mask. This thing has giving us some good juju. It's giving us some bad juju in the football season. But it's the off season.
How about this? $100, I'll put on the mask. If anything over $100, I'll put on the mask and I'll do a little beer.
Beer bong or something?
Beer bong or something.
All right, so
with
you
the mask on.
Heard the man.
With the mask on.
$100, he's wearing the mask for a little bit. If you send in more than $100, it could be 102.
It could be 101.
It could be 101. He will do a beer chug with the mask on. That's a good deal if you ask me.
We're making deals.
It's a great deal if you ask me. And this mask, authentically from Mexico. There's a story behind this, Colin.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, I went to Mexico, when I was like in 8th grade, 7th grade or something with my family on a vacation. Or we were on a cruise, stopped in Mexico. And I was walking by, and when we were walking like off the boat, they have all these stands with selling stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of luchador wrestling masks, like the Rey Mysterio masks, if you will. And I was like, those are sick. I was like, I need to get one of those. And then I saw a bunch of NFL ones. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And then I saw this one, and I was like, shut up and take my money.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but shut up and take my money. So I walked up, and I gave that beautiful old woman $20 cash for this mask. To be honest, it was sitting in my dresser for. I just never had anything to do. I was just like, I don't know where to wear this. Right. It's just super cool.
Let's go!
$100! Ethan!
Let's go!
Ethan! I love it. Colin, there you go. You're wearing the mask.
Oh,
Ethan, I'm putting you on the ball again because you're a freaking legend. And you entered the giveaway to get the football. Mikey, I hate to break your heart here, man, but Ethan Lowe is in the lead for the football because he sent in 100, and that is 2 50s. Because 50 plus 50 is 100.
All right. Trace, I might need to help you. I might need your help losing.
Yeah, I got you. Ethan Lowe, $100. Here, I'll listen it. It's the headset. I was like, what is that? Dude, I don't, okay, here we go. So we'll go.
I gotcha. Shout out to you, Ethan. Appreciate the donation. I got a big head, so Trace has got to probably.
If we can't get it to work, no harm, no foul. We'll put him in a we're gonna make it work. It's gonna, dude. I hope that. Yes. It's like, dude.
It's like,
you gotta show him. Oh my God, that is amazing. Honestly, I like it better like that. Dude, that is awesome. That is incredible. Mikey wants to know if he adds that 2 in, does it count as 102?
You know what?
Yes, Mikey.
We'll make it count.
Here, go back to Ethan's real quick so that way we can show him, so we can answer his question.
Okay.
Hunter Renfrow or T. Higgins? Give me T. Higgins. You will not be able to pay him. I would rather have T. Higgins, though. You're not going to be able to afford him. And then on top of that, Brian Thomas Jr., I think would be an excellent selection. If the Saints can figure out some of their other positions now, they can go and draft a guy like Brian Thomas Jr. All right, let's kick it to Courtney.
Yep.
Trace, when you saw Cam, you should have exchanged digits and invited him on a live stream. You know what, Courtney, for you, I'm going to get on Twitter. I'm going to start DMing him every single day until he can get on the show. I'm not going to harass him. I don't want him to block me or nothing, but I'm going to try and get him to come on the show. I'm going to email him or DM him, every so often to try and get him on. Does this count for 102? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Colin, you want to put down the Murbanga and then we can get you out the mask?
I got you.
I feel like that's got to just be so uncomfortable, man.
It is interesting.
Here's what I'll tell you. After you put that down, if you can run across the hall, grab like 1 or 2 of those hats, the cowboy hats. They're in like a trash bag or whatever. Yes. Perfect. Colin's going to put it down for Ethan and Mikey. Chug. Wow. Colin, put that thing down. Woo!
Oh, man.
All right, he's going to go grab a Mardi Gras cowboy hat. I'm going to put the mask on just because it's been a while. If there's an extra fan in there,
I got you.
if there is, don't stress if there's not. Here, I'm going to put this on for a second. Dude, that is so funny. All right, here we are. Mikey Taylor. Oh, wow, DJ Dallas is scary. His headshot is scary. All right. So I'm going to wear this for a few minutes. What's the biggest signing today? Khalil Mack going back to the Chargers is probably the biggest news in terms of biggest signing. Thomas Morstead also headed back to the Jets as the punter. Willie Gay tweeting out, Chiefs Kingdom, man, I'm so blessed you took a chance on a country boy from Mississippi. Lord knows I was scared moving 10 hours away from home, LOL. But the amazing fans and people in general here made my transition so much easier. People of Kansas City, I love you all. To the Hunt family, Brett Veach, Coach Spags, and my favorite, LOL, Big Red, thank you guys for accepting me for who I was, coming in as just a young, energetic, football-loving young man. Over 4 years, I've been to 3 Super Bowls and 4 AFC championships and won 2 rings. Okay, I'm done bragging, but I'm so thankful for the Chiefs organization. I love y'all forever. Now, I have to see if I can get my son to stop watching and singing Red Kingdom videos. I'm so excited for the next chapter. Who Dat Nation? It's time, or it's go time. Fire emoji. I love to see it. Johnny is a first-time Super Chatter. We'll get that up here in just a few minutes. Johnny, producer Colin is running across the hall. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to hop off the camera. You guys can still hear me. I'm going to try and fix something real quick so that way we're still waiting. Hey, guys, you can see me over here too. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun seeing what we're doing here? We like to have fun here. All right, you're not going to see anybody. That doesn't mean I'm not still here. Coming back. Here we are. I didn't go nowhere. It's all good. It's all good. So, waiting for producer Colin to get back. Gonna hang out with him for a little bit longer. We're still having a good time, man. If you guys are having fun, can you just give me a me in the comment section? Can you give me a me in the comment section? Johnny says, "All do you think, bro? All love. I gotta get a beer." Hey, Johnny, I'll tell you what. Johnny, when you have a beer, just type cheers in the chat, and we'll take a sip together. Okay? We'll take a sip together. When you have your drink, just type cheers in the chat, and we'll take a sip together. All righty. Hell yeah. Oh, dude. That is. I don't want to say that's sexual, but it might be. It's the next best thing. Sorry, Maddie. I know you're watching, but yeah, I need to stop. I'm done. That could have gotten really out of hand. That could have gotten ugly. All right. I'm going to hold this right here just because your boys will. Hey, I'm a husky guy in a small space. I get sweaty. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. It's just what happens. This is. I'm not going to lie. I look buff. Shout out producer Colin hanging out. Were you able to find those hats at all?
Honestly, I was kind of rushed back here, so I didn't get a chance.
Don't worry about it. You're good. I can message Barefoot to bring one in here. Yeah. Let me message her.
Let's see. Super chats. We got one from, I don't want to mispronounce this, Johnny. T. Higgins for the dub. Who dat? I think, man, T. Higgins would look great in a New Orleans Saints uniform. It really would. Now, what's going to be...
Dude, T would look good in a Saints uniform. He would look really good in the black and gold.
Yeah. Him and Olave, dude, because they complement each other so well.
See, because then you have... Like, I don't want to... Like, I know T. Higgins wants to go be a wide receiver 1, but you could be wide receiver 1A and 1B. Like, both of them are wide receiver 1s. Like, to be honest, Derek Carr could throw 1,000 yards to both of those players. If you have both of them.
Right.
Those are both players who could get 1,000 yards. All right. So, Johnny,
appreciate you, brother.
When you have your beverage, we're going to give a cheers. So just type cheers in the chat when you got one, but I'm going to take a sip now.
Yeah, get mine cracked open.
Crack open a fresh one for Colin. Really fast, let's, you guys can kind of see the free agency moves going on throughout the week up here on top of the screen and below us. Let's go here. Okay. So we lost a sub. That's ridiculous. but we want to gain some more. So if you guys like what we're doing here, I need you to hit the subscribe button, lock us in. We're trying to become the #1 Saints YouTube channel on the interwebs.
Yes.
Allie!
There we go.
All right, here. Send me big cam. Allie,
Yeah,
get your butt over here.
Yeah, I got you.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Have a deal you want to make for the people? Allie Barefoot, everyone. Extraordinaire here at Chat Sports. Here, let's slide over a little bit.
Yep.
We look like we're going to a Halloween party.
Dude, my girlfriend and your best friend would hate this right now. Matt, if you're watching, screenshot. All right, you got a deal you want to make for the people? Oh, look, she's in the chat. That's hilarious. She said she got it. I love it. You want to make a deal for the people?
Do you want a drink? Never mind.
Does today end in a Y? Of course I want to drink.
Never mind. Then I'll do a beer bong for 20.
All right, $20 beer bong, $50 race.
Ooh, yeah.
$20, Allie will do a beer bong. $50, we'll do a race. Allie, no pun intended, can put them things down. I've seen her put them down. It's pretty impressive. So
Let's get it.
there you go. If you guys want to see it happen, $20 for Allie to do a beer bong, $50, and we'll race. Hell, if we get 100, we'll make a 3-way and get Cullen in here too. Why not? Why not? Queen Courtney showing some love to Maddie and Allie in the chat. What's going on, girl? Oh, it's the light. I was like, what the hell is that? We're having a good time. We're having some fun. Barefoot, I appreciate you bringing that in here. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. Dude, what an entrance. What an entrance by Allie. So here's those hats I was talking about. $100. We will autograph it and mail it to you. This could be yours. Look how sick this. It's green. That's why you can't really. We have a green screen behind us.
Yeah.
But that can be yours. $100. I know it's a lot, but it comes from a awesome fundraiser that my mom did for our local school district out here. Raised over $125,000 in scholarship money for the district that it was for. So there's a lot of sentimental value there, but I am willing to part ways with a bunch of them for you guys. So boom. Ethan, love to see it, brother. Love to see it. So back to the sub ticker. We're trying to get to 26,400. Can we get there? Can we get to 26,400? If you haven't already subscribed, and if you have subscribed, type me in the chat, and Colin and I will give you shout-outs. And we want to give shout-out to everyone who is subscribed. If you want a shout-out, this is your chance to get one. Subscribe right now and type me. Colin, are you ready?
I got it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go, Ethan. We got Olave Prods. Let's get these chats in.
Come on.
Now.
If you're subbed, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Let's go.
I want to hear that you're subscribed. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, roll them in.
Ethan subbed. Ethan might be our comment MVP of the day. Ethan might be the MVP of the day.
Chat now. Let's get some other people in. You got Bob. Why
they want to sign Calvin Ridley? I don't think they do want to sign Calvin Ridley.
I think he's staying in Jacksonville. Keith,
yeah.
Shout out to Keith. Ethan, as usual. You're right, brother.
Yep.
Olave Prods. I am subbed. Rabia, me. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Or Rabia.
There we go. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes.
Blaze,
Mikey, let's go.
Keep
Blaze.
them coming.
Let's get it going.
Keep them going. Mikey's sub. Blaze is sub. Blaze is kind of taking over as the comment MVP. Let's go.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, subscribe today. We're trying to get to 26,400 subs. We're so close. So close.
So close. I just got done to talk to our bosses, man. He said if we don't get to 26,400 subs, he's going to have a talk with you, man. He didn't look happy when he said it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to have that, man.
I do not want one of these from my boss. I do
No.
not. Please,
Come on,
save
man.
me a hard meeting.
Let's
Save
get
me
these
a
six
very
subs.
difficult meeting. Like, I do not want. Come on. We're so close. Help me out.
Let's
Help
shout
me
out.
not have to have a
Mikey,
tough
Ethan,
conversation
Olave,
with the
Blaze,
bosses.
Jerry, come on. Let's
Come
get
on.
these flowing. We got another sub. Let's go.
We're 5 away. We're 5 away. Come on. Let's get there. We can do it. Do you believe in miracles, ladies and gentlemen?
Shout out Theo. Shout out Blaze.
Woo!
Olave, come on. We got to get some new names in here. Shout out 985J. Let's go.
Come on.
Me.
Come on.
Go.
Come on, subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Let's go.
If you want a Saints dub next year, I need a sub. Oh no, we're losing them. That's not good.
Come on.
I might get fired. Do not let me get fired.
Please.
I'm trying to get a puppy. I can't get a puppy if I don't have a job. How am I going to get a dog if I don't have a job?
Need your help.
Come on. Sub to get me a puppy. Sub to get me a puppy. Come on. I want a dog. We're so close. Come on. Go, 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 go. We need 4. We need 4 more.
4 more.
Come on.
4 more.
Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Sub.
Come
sub,
on.
Sub. 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 Come on. We need 4 more.
Come on, baby.
We need 4 more.
Let's go.
When we get 4 more, we will go through all of the free agency moves that have happened in the last 48 hours. Oh, no.
What the heck? Dude.
Some people like to play games, Colin.
I know they do.
Some people like to
I
play
know they
games, and
do.
some people want me to lose my job and never get a dog.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe
that some people would wish that ill will against us.
I mean, how can you say no to this?
Exactly.
How can you say no to this?
How could you exactly. How could you not want to get a Saints Now pup? Because it's not mine, it's all of our dogs.
Yes.
His name will be Gumbo. He'll
on.
be my best friend. He will be adorable. My girlfriend wants you to help me get a dog. 2 more and I can get
more.
a dog. 2 more. 2 more
more.
subs. I don't want to get fired. I need a dog.
Please.
I need 2.
Please.
I need 2 more.
2 more.
There's 89 of you watching. I know.
Let's go. One more.
One more sub. 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 2 more subs. No.
No.
You guys really don't want me to get a dog, do you? You guys really want my girlfriend to break up with me. You guys really want me to live in a box. This is so upsetting.
We need 1 more.
Yay! I'm getting a dog. I'm getting a dog. I'm getting a dog.
Let's go. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Woo.
I am out of breath. Oh
I was
my
thinking I might
God.
take the thing off, man.
Holy cow.
Woo.
All right. Let's talk some news. Let's talk some football.
Let me.
Here are the latest moves around NFL free agency. Starting off with Malcolm Roach. He left the New Orleans Saints, a UDFA coming out of Texas. He is teaming up with Sean Payton once again in Denver in the Mile High City. 2 years, $7 million deal. I think, honestly, could have paid him a little bit more. I personally would have been so happy keeping him around. However, I wish him nothing but the best in the future. DJ Dallas, 3-year, $8.25 million deal. Only 2.5 of that is guaranteed, so pretty good value there. Patrick Queen, a big-time deal there in Pittsburgh, staying in the division. Adam Prentice signed to a 1-year deal.
Okay.
Fullback Adam Prentice is going to be around for a 1-year deal. That's not a cut. That's not a cut. I'm going to film a quick short, though, so you guys can see what you guys can do behind the scenes here. Let me pull up.
Yeah, I'll kind of run through the list while you're
Yeah, keep running through the list if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Yeah. So
I'm
Drew
actually.
Lock,
Can you do the producer cam? I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick while
Okay.
like
let me
the
see if I can
more
pull that
tweets
up.
come in. Just do the producer cam though. I know DJ Dallas. That's my pastor's grandson. Jerry G. That's sick, dude. That's really cool, dude. If you can get a hookup to DJ Dallas, let us know. We'd love to chop it up with him at some point.
Is it?
Rick says, "Well done, Maddie. Way to get him over the hump."
Yeah.
Hey, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Which is the producer cam?
It'll be in GFX1, cam right, cam left, something. It's just like one box.
I think it's hold on.
Yeah, it's that one.
Hold on.
So,
Let me-
and then do the.
Yeah. Oh, that's not it.
You're good. And then have it pull from the webcam. See, this is how it works from behind the scenes. We don't take breaks. We don't take commercials, so we can kind of readjust and stuff. It is authentic. It is raw. This is as good as you're gonna get.
Here, let me see. Is it the gear?
Yeah, gear icon.
Yep. And then
Is there like the little?
no.
Here, let me see. I'm gonna step
Yeah.
over real quick. You guys can still hear me.
Yep.
So wait, click. Yeah, editor. Excuse me.
Editor.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you don't have to do that. Yeah, set.
Alright.
You can turn it off.
Okay.
Because it'll be a green screen. Inactive. Go to webcam. Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then yeah,
Cool.
send yourself on. I'm gonna use the restroom really
Gotcha.
quick, guys. I'll be right back. Just give me like 2 minutes. Valerie, the only news around Hunter Renfrow is that he's been released. Nothing else around that except that he's not on the Raiders anymore.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. Just give me like 2 seconds.
No worries. All right. We got Shelby Harris, 2 years, $9 million deal with the Cleveland Browns. Deion Bush signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Rigoberto Sanchez signing with the Colts for a 3-year, $7.5 million deal. And Gerald Everett, 2 years, $12 million to stick with the to go to the Chicago Bears. Excuse me. Dante Fowler is heading to the Commanders. Kenny Moore is staying with the Colts. 3 years, $30 million for Kenny Moore. 1 year, $3 million deal for Josh Uche to stay in New England. And Ashawn Robinson, 3 year, $22.5 million deal. He is heading to Carolina. Devontae Parker is heading to the Eagles. 1 year, just under $5 million there. And then also Tyler Ott. Shout out to long snappers. 3 year, $4.39 million deal. Shout out to Tyler Ott. We also got Jordan Elliott signing with the San Francisco 49ers. 2 years, $10 million deal. Jeremy Chinn's heading to Washington. 1 year, $4.1 million. Josie Jewell, 3 year, $22.75 million. A lot of these names you'll kind of see recirculate a little bit, or a lot of these teams, I should say. Obviously, when you have a lot of cap space, you need to spend it. And, it looks like the Commanders and the Panthers are spending a lot of money. So credit to them. We also got Jalen Mills heading to the New York Giants on a 1 year deal. Levante David is staying in Tampa. 1 year, $10 million deal. Keith Ishmael, 1 year deal with the Arizona Cardinals. We also have Jonathan Owens. Shout out to Simone Biles. He is going to Chicago. 2 year, $4.5 million deal. Raekwon Davis, 2 year, $14 million deals. He's going to the Colts. Daniil Hunter, 2 years, $48 million guaranteed. What's one more million guaranteed? Like, what is the deal with only having 48 of that million guaranteed, man? It's still amazed to me. But we got Jordan Poyer heading to the Miami Dolphins, 1 year deal. The details have not been released yet. Willie Gay, obviously heading to New Orleans, 1 year, $5 million deal, $3 million guaranteed. Deontay Johnson in a blockbuster trade heads to Carolina. Dante Jackson, the cornerback, and a 6th round pick headed to Pittsburgh. That's a huge one, especially in the NFC South. CJ Gardner-Johnson heading back to Philadelphia. 3 years, $27 million deal, back where it all started. Patrick Mahomes clears up $21.6 million cap space. I don't think the Chiefs have used anything yet, so maybe potentially L'Jarius Sneed heading back to Kansas City. We'll see. Savon Ahmed, 1 year, $1.125 million deal. Austin Hooper signs with the Patriots, 1 year for $4.25 million. Let's see. Eric Kendricks did sign this morning, very early in the morning, you might add. It was like 3 o'clock something on the Pacific time with the Niners. Nick Harris signs with the Seahawks 1 year for $2.5 million. We're all scrolling through here. Matt Collins, 3-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. Ronnie Harrison signing with the Colts. Malik Collins is, headed to San Francisco as a 7th round pick being exchanged to the Houston Texans. Artie Burns heading to the Seahawks. Jake Elliott signing with the Eagles. And you know what? I'm going to bring Trace on because I think he wants to talk some of this stuff too. So.
Yeah, so it is official. I'm trying to make sure okay. This is coming in from Nick Underhill about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Mike Thomas is no longer under contract with the Saints per Sorf. He is now officially a free agent. A formality since his deal was only really for 1 year, but the formality is official.
Okay. Here's the thing. We're getting a call from our friends at PrizePicks.
We are? Okay.
So
Got to talk to them.
We're going to take care of that, and then hopefully maybe some more news will come out, and we kind of go
So they're going to designate him as a post-June 1 cut, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, really fast. Let me tell you all about PrizePicks, and I'm going to try and get to on the bottom of this Michael Thomas stuff. We want to make sure it's officially official. All right, so PrizePicks is daily fantasy sports made easy. It's my favorite DFS app, and it's such a great way to earn real money in real time. How it works, you just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less based on a projected stat line, and you can go win some money. Now, there are some really good projections that Colin and I cooked up before this show, and we're going to show you guys an MLB selection. Adolis Garcia, I'm a Rangers fan. I love to see him hit 32.5 home runs. Help the Rangers win a World Series. I think he can do it again. Trey Turner, 27.5 stolen bases. And Juan Soto, who is a Yankee, not a Padre, as I said earlier, a 35.5 home runs for the Yankees. Guys, if you want to fade my picks, tail my picks, do whatever you want. Just do it with Prize Picks. They also have NHL. They have esports. They have NASCAR, golf. They did projections for the NFL Combine. There's all sorts of really good stuff for you to check out. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in promo code CLNS for that first deposit match up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for making today's show possible. Go get started. I'm putting the link in the live chat as we speak. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy. All right. Really fast. I just want to make sure. Where is this thumbnail? Dude, you've got to be effing kidding me. I think I lost it. You've got to be kidding me.
What happened?
The thumbnail that I had didn't save. Here, I can do this though. Oh, it's gonna. Okay.
You can just make it as an image, right, or as a link, and then maybe you can send it.
Well, I mean, I have the picture saved.
Right.
I just need to make an edit because he didn't get cut. His release is official.
Okay.
Or his.
Oh, that's what I see.
So here, honestly, you might be able to help me out with this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read you the Underhill tweet.
Yeah.
And if I can roll with Michael Thomas cut, then we're good. But I might need to change some stuff. Mike Thomas is no longer under contract with the Saints per source. He is now officially a free agent. A formality since his deal was only really for 1 year, but that formality is now official.
Here's what you can do. Honestly, if you still have the photo, literally just change cut to out. Just say Michael Thomas out.
Good call. So and then for the.
Because everything else is fine, because it is the end of an era and all that stuff.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix a few things. Can you go back on here, mute me? I'm gonna fix a few things on this real fast. We're gonna talk about Michael Thomas here in just a second. Just give us a few minutes. We're gonna break it all down in full detail. I'm gonna update some stuff on our show, and we'll be talking about it here in just a couple minutes.
Gotcha. All right, so it'll be just us kind of rediscussing the free agency moves from earlier. Might actually. You know what? We're going to go kind of just break down the whole free agency just in total, because this has been a pretty crazy free agency, and we got a lot of time, and we got a lot of moves to break down here. Mike Evans does stay in Tampa Bay. Obviously, he's been a consistent 1,000-yard receiver, so him staying in Tampa really wasn't a surprise, but hey, it's one of those things where you probably figured the deal was getting done, and, now he's here. So Dalton Schultz also staying in Houston. Him and C.J. Stroud developed a really nice connection. So, they're going to continue that thing going in Houston, and we'll see, because they ended really strong last year, and I'd be really interested to see how they look next year, but only time will tell. Let's see, Jonnu Smith, 2-year, $10 million deal. That was kind of one of the first dominoes that fell in free agency for the tight end position. I think he's a great get for Miami. Was really kind of underrated last year, and, now, he's out of the NFC South, so it's always a good move. Tyrann Mathieu also extends with the Saints, obviously a guy that's beloved in the Louisiana area. He's still a very productive player, even as he gets kind of the later stages of his career, and he's a baller, man, no doubt about it. Great to see that Matthew's staying in New Orleans. Kymie Fairburn, 3 years, $15.9 million. He's one of the best kickers in the National Football League, and rightfully so, he got paid like it. So shout out to him. Jalen Johnson, 4 years, $76 million deal. I actually talked with our Bears host. The fact that he was able to get or that he's able to stay in Chicago for this low of a price tag, Chicago kind of got a steal. And the fact that they may be resetting their quarterback pay scale if they potentially draft Caleb Williams, number 1. I mean, hey, this could be a really solid move. So shout out to the Bears for re-signing Jalen Johnson. Then you go over the Los Angeles Rams signed Kevin Dotson, 3 years, $48 million deal. That was one of those you could have seen it gone either way. I mean, I honestly thought he was going to probably leave Los Angeles, but they were able to somehow lock him down. Credit to them. Taylor Rapp, 3 years, $10.625 million deal to stay in Buffalo. So they obviously had a lot of turnover in there. It looks like he's going to be kind of leading the secondary over there. So, yeah, it's been kind of interesting in that regard. Moving on here, Ezra Cleveland, 3 years, $28.5 million deal, $14.5 million guaranteed. It's a great get for Jacksonville. Also, Colton McKivitz, 1 year, $7 million deal. Our 49ers host, full disclosure, about lost it when this move went live. I mean, he was not happy. So he's sticking in San Francisco, though. I thought that they may have gone a different direction, but McKivitz is staying in San Francisco. Justin Matabuke, 4 years, $98 million deal. Coming off a 13-sack season for the Ravens in one of the more productive seasons for an interior defensive lineman. You knew they were going to try to lock him up, and they were able to do so really before I think free agency even opened. So shout out to them. Moving on here, we got Brandon Graham, 1 year deal returning to Philadelphia. Honestly, didn't know if Brandon Graham would come back, especially after Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelce also moved on. You maybe thought, oh, well, Brandon Graham, maybe kind of thinking the same way. No, he's looking to play more football. He's coming back to the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, what about that Jerry Jeudy trade, man? Going to the Cleveland Browns for a 5th and 6th round pick. While we're here and Trace is still kind of cooking some stuff up, why don't you go down in the comment sections if y'all are in here, or in the comment section, type in who won the trade. If you think Cleveland won the trade, type CLE. If you think Denver won the trade, type DEN for the Jerry Jeudy trade. Because for me, 5th and a 6th, I understand Jerry Jeudy hasn't been the most productive first-round pick since he came in the league, but I still think a 5th and a 6th, I mean, that's getting a pretty big bargain. So if you're in there. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy right now. Jeremy's saying Cleveland, I think Cleveland got an absolute bargain for him, personally. You also got Eric Murray sticking in Houston, 1 year, $1.125 million. Cody Ford sticking in Cincinnati, so that's crazy. So that's a good move for them. Let's see what else we got here. Tyler Lockett staying in Seattle, 2 years, $34 million. A lot of re-signs on this. Say that again? I honestly, it's DK might be. Trace just asked me if DK could trade it. Honestly, I think DK is about one more sideline outburst from there being national graphics being DK Metcalf out of his way to Seattle. He's been flirting with the fact that he's unhappy / he just plays with passion and all this time. I wouldn't be surprised if DK, if Seattle has a rough start to it next year and he's just not getting the targets a game, him just absolutely unloading on a random player on a blocking play or something. 100% can see it happen. Let's see, Mac Jones obviously getting traded to Jacksonville. He joins his former draft classmate, I guess you could say, and Trevor Lawrence now is his backup. It's pretty crazy. It's also one of my things too. If you're going to draft somebody that's high floor, make sure they're high floor. And obviously, he didn't have the greatest situation. He had a defensive coordinator as his OC for a little bit. Obviously, the Patriots have never been known for developing skill position players in terms of explosive types. I mean, obviously Edelman's a great third down pick. Gronk's just a mammoth of a human being. But I mean, the Patriots really never seemed to develop. I mean, they traded for Randy Moss, and he was arguably the most explosive player they had in the entire Brady run. So we'll see what Mac Jones looks like, but he's probably a career backup at this point. Let's see what else we got here. Kevin Byard, 2 years, $15 million for the Bears. So that's somewhere to sure up that secondary apparel along with Jalen Johnson. That'll be interesting. Baker Mayfield stays. 3 years, $100 million deal. 3 years, Jesus, I can't talk. 3 years, $100 million deal. I'm going to be honest, Saints fans, y'all should be happy. I understand Baker played really well last year. That was also on a 1 year kind of prove-it type deal. I understand they were going through some cap situations, obviously with Brady retiring and all that stuff. The fact that Baker is guaranteed to be the Bucs quarterback, the Saints fans should be relieved that they're only facing him. I mean, seriously. It's Baker, I understand he does what he does at a certain price. Great. Now that you're paying him $100 million, $50 million guaranteed, Saints fans should be happy about that one for future years to come. Because I just don't see how they surround him with the talent for him to do his thing, honestly. Speaking of quarterbacks, Russell Wilson signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1 year, $1 million, a little more roughly. He joins, obviously, Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh. I'm not, no. So that's a really big move. Obviously, Russ trying to revitalize his career at this point. I mean, if he doesn't work in Pittsburgh, I mean, what's he going to do? Like it's now or never for Russ. It's going to be very interesting to see. Yeah. Let's see. We'll switch it up here. Graham Glasnow, really underrated interior offensive lineman for Detroit. They're able to get him locked in 3 years for $20 million deals. $20 million deal. Mitch Morse, 2 year, $10.5 million. Again, a lot of just kind of doing the things you're supposed to do as an NFL general manager by these two teams. Really underrated signings. Chase McLaughlin, another kicker deal. 3 years for $12 million, staying in Tampa. Landon Dickerson, 4 years for $84 million. $50 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money for Landon Dickerson, but he's been one of the better guards since he's came to the National Football League out of, I believe it was Alabama that he came from. So shout out to him. Michael Pittman, 3 years, $70 million deals. And obviously Trace's guy, Demario Davis, 2 years, $17.25 million. Here's the thing. Every time I play the Saints, I'm always looking for Demario Davis because Demario Davis, like a heat-seeking missile, can disrupt a play just like that. I mean, and he's done it in his whole career. And, obviously, coming in and playing the run is only part of what he does because he can defend the pass still at a high level. He's still one of the best linebackers in the game. And the Saints have a good one. So shout out to them for retaining Demario Davis. DeAndre Swift, 3 years, $24 million deal to go to the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, to be honest. Like, it's been an interesting ride for DeAndre Swift. He's kind of had his ups and downs in Detroit. Went to Philadelphia, had like a semi-nice year, but that's also one of the best offensive lines in football. We'll see, how it works out in Chicago. But, I mean, if worst-case scenario, that's an $8 million a year third down back that they got. Also, Jonathan Grenard going to the Vikings from the Texans. 4 years, $76 million deal, $42 million guaranteed. He is a baller. He really did ball out in a contract year, so we'll see if he can translate it over to Minnesota. But I believe it's still, I'm blanking on his name, the defensive coordinator used to be with the Dolphins. I think Brian Flores. I think he's still the DC over there. So we'll see what he can do with Giroaurd. Excuse me. He was productive last year. We'll see if he can keep it up. Tony Pollard, 3 year, $24 million deal. He's going to Tennessee. Tennessee's got a lot of money. I thought Tennessee, to be honest, would be bigger spenders than what they've had. I haven't really seen them spend too much. So maybe they have something cooking. You never know. Drew Sample, 3 year, $10.5 million deal. So good for the Bengals there. Moving on down, Brandon Jones, 3 year, $20 million deal. This is a really solid safety. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not going to wow you or anything, but I think he's a really solid, smart football player. Will be in the right spots and can play a lot of different styles. So it'll be interesting to see how they use him in Denver. Lloyd Cushenberry, 4 years, $50 million deals. He leaves Denver to go to Tennessee. This was kind of Tennessee's one of the big moves to really kind of shore up that offensive line that's been porous, to say the least. Will Levis is getting killed back there. So shout out to Tennessee for making that move. And then Dorrance Armstrong, 3 years for $33 million. And Quinn's getting his guys as he also gets Tyler Biadasz, 3 years for $29.25 million. The Washington Cowboys, I guess, is what they're known now as. So it's been a ride, but I think we got Trace coming in now. Let me just make sure.
All right. So we are ready for some Michael Thomas discussion. We're not going to highlight cut because after this, Brett just messaged us and it said kind of need to wrap it up here for the day. I wanted to stick around all afternoon and hang out and be here all evening, but it is okay. We're going to give you guys a little bit more coverage and a little bit more content. And then after that, we're going to put out a video. So just afterwards, just make the cut like it's a regular live show cut kind of thing.
So we're
like you'll cut it in Movavi when we sign off.
Oh, so we're doing it in the live, but then
we're gonna do it in the live real quick.
Okay.
And then you'll just cut it because we'll do the cut. 2 minute shot clock. Hop out of here. It's because they need the studio space. So unfortunately, everyone, we are gonna be hopping out of here soon, but we're gonna give you guys a little bit more coverage before we get going. So, had to get our Michael Thomas stuff ready to go to talk about him because he's officially gone. He's officially off the books. So, there you have it. So he's going to be a post June 1 cut. And according to Over the Cap, it's $11.19 million in dead money, but $1.2 million in savings.
So, yeah, net of like a $10 million cap hit.
So he will cost $10 million to get off the.
I mean, if you balance it out and everything. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to talk Michael Thomas. He's officially off the roster. He's officially a free agent. And then we're going to push it out, the video after this, and we're going to hop on out of here.
Did you upload the photo and everything?
Was there? Oh, no. Good call. Did not grab that Michael Thomas photo. Good looks there.
No, you're good. We got prize picks and everything, too. So
Cool. I'm just going to put it over the puzzle. Michael Thomas there.
Okay.
It's where the puzzle was. Okay. So really fast, after that, we'll have a 2-minute shot clock, and it is going to be a hard 2-minute shot clock because we got to open up some studio space for other channels here. But this is why you should subscribe, because if we have a more, large following, then we can get more studio space. It's just how it works here.
More studio time too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, people thought we were joking. Like, no, like they're like, hey, we got to get you out of here because we got people that are subscribing, donating, all that stuff.
Yeah, there's content to get going across the whole company here. So we got this. We're gonna break down Michael Thomas here. Prize Picks is after that first weigh-in.
Yep, I got it. Yep.
Perfect. And we will get this thing moving. Colin, you've been doing a fucking awesome job. Excuse my French, but he's been killing it. So everyone show some love to Colin in the chat. And let's talk about Mike Thomas. It's official. I want to ask one thing. Don't be a dick in the comment section. Like, I understand a lot of people don't like Mike. I understand that a lot of people aren't really crazy about what he's been doing. But Drew Brees did a lot of really good things with him. He had a really good career with the Saints. And to be honest, this is never how it should have ended. But nonetheless, here we are. We're going to talk about it. Colin, whenever you are ready, my friend, let's get cracking. So, it is the end of an era. Michael Thomas is officially a free agent. Now, he wasn't cut. He was truly on a 1-year contract, so he wasn't released. It wasn't a cut. He is now just officially a free agent. Welcome to Saints Now by Chat Sports. My name is Trace Girouard. You see it down below. Mike Thomas is gone. Gonna miss you, 13. But let's talk about it. I understand that he ended his career with New Orleans in a little bit of a sour note, if you will, but he has officially been released. He is officially done. He is off the books, and they are designating him as a post-June 1 cut due to a failed physical, meaning the Saints will take on a dead cap hit of about $11.1 million. They'll have about $1.1 million in savings, so they're going to be paying about $10 million to get him out of here. Beats the hell out of an $119 million cap hit he would have in a few days. To be honest, things haven't panned out for him over the past few seasons. There's been injury issues. There's been off-field drama. There's been all sorts of stuff. Should have never happened. It should never have gone down like this. I know a lot of people aren't Mike Thomas fans anymore, but I choose to remember the good things. I choose to remember the positive stuff that he did and the positive impact he made, not just on the field, but off the field as well in the New Orleans community. But I want you guys to get loud in the comment section. Don't be rude. That's my one question, my one request. Just don't be rude about this. What's your one-word reaction to the Saints moving on from Michael Thomas? He is no longer a New Orleans Saint. He is officially a free agent, meaning he can sign anywhere. I'm going to give you my one-word reaction here in just 1 second. But today's show is presented by Prize Picks. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and you plug in promo code CLNS, you can get a first-time deposit match up to $100. So Prize Picks is so easy. It's so much fun. And you just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less based on some projected stats, and you can win real money in real time. Now, we do have a really cool NBA projection that I want to tell you guys about because Prize Picks also does these really cool deals. They do like Taco Tuesday. They do stuff for holidays. You see this little green guy? That's a goblin pick. Give me a second. I'll get to that. But James Harden for Pi Day, March 14th, 3.14 points. If he scores 2 baskets, you are winning money. Jalen Suggs, it's a goblin pick, meaning it's a little bit easier to get, lower payout, but whenever you have, a nice little projection like this, it might help you make some extra money. And Jamal Murray, producer Colin and I were going back and forth. We couldn't decide. Do we want to go more or less on 21.5 points? We landed on the less. So if you want to fade my picks, you want to tail my picks, I don't care what you do. Just go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. And if you use that promo code CLNS, PrizePicks will know that we sent you, and it goes a long way in supporting us here at Chat Sports. It's also a really good way to add some money to your pocket. So use the link in the comments section or description of this video to get started, or just type in your browser prizepicks.com/CLNS and use that promo code CLNS. All right, my one word. It was expected. This was always going to happen. This was always the plan for the New Orleans Saints. It was never going to turn into a long-term deal. Unless he went crazy, had really good chemistry with Carr, and, all the other fun stuff. But this was always going to happen. Michael Thomas last year, you knew this was going to be his last season. In 2022, only had 1 touchdown, 11.5 yards per catch. They just couldn't get the connection over the middle between him and Carr. And it stinks. I hate to see it, but it never panned out. With Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston in 2022, only 3 games played. 2 of those touchdowns came with J-Bo in that Week 1 win over the Falcons in Atlanta. That was absolutely electric. That, in my opinion, was one of the last times we got to see Mike Thomas be at his best, but that doesn't mean he wasn't at his best at certain points throughout the season. That is a vivid memory that I have that I will never forget about Mike Thomas. But I also remember that crazy catch that he had against the sideline, on the sideline against the Panthers, where he landed on his butt, and it was crazy kind of thing. 2021 did not play a single game. In 2020, decent season, but nothing compared to that 2019 season where he had 149 catches and over 1,700 yards. Now, currently, the wide receiver depth chart, this is it. This is all you got. You got Chris Olave, A.T. Perry, and Rashid Shaheed. And for the record, I like this unit. I think it's a really solid foundation to a quality, young, cheap, and lethal wide receiver group, to be honest. Chris Olave can get it done in any form or fashion. He can catch the ball. He can track the ball down. He can make some contested catches. He can do a little bit of everything. He is an 1,000-yard receiver through and through. He is productive. He is a bona fide wide receiver 1. A.T. Perry climbs the ladder. He's a jump ball specialist. It feels like if you put the ball near him, he's going to make a play. Rashid Shaheed, the freaking speedster. Get him the ball any chance you possibly can. Now, this is it. The Saints will need to add some wide receivers in free agency and in the draft. So this is why I want to encourage you to subscribe. So that way you can be more informed about Saints news, updates, and we also go live. This video was filmed as a part of our NFL Free Agency Frenzy live show. And I was really excited to go live with my producer, Colin. He was really, really awesome today. And if you guys want to tune into more of our content, I encourage you to subscribe, turn on your notifications. That way you never miss a thing and you can be a smarter Saints fan. Now, the Holy Trinity, these are your 3 wide receivers on the depth chart right now. Like I said, Chris Olave, 1,000-yard receiver. He's going to get it done. But the fact that A.T. Perry had over almost 250 yards on 12 catches, meaning a third of his catches were touchdowns. 33% of the time A.T. Perry caught the ball, he was scoring 6 points. That is insane to me. He has such good ability. I'm so excited to see him in year 2. And that's coming in, not being utilized all that much most of the season. I do think that the Saints could add another pass catcher. I think that free agency is a route that you could go. I definitely think you should draft one. In terms of some free agent targets, I like Marquise Brown. I don't think Calvin Ridley is headed to New Orleans. I think he's sticking around in Jacksonville, to be honest. But you also have a lot of options and guys who will be cut here in the near future and teams will, move on from. So I think that you can go and get a veteran guy like a Hunter Renfrow, for example. We talked about him a little bit earlier. This is the second video of the day, but this is an easy way, that was all about Hunter Renfrow. This is not about Renfrow. This is about Michael Thomas. But the Saints do need another pass catcher. And now I do want to just go over the facts with you for those of you who may have missed it or who don't remember it. I'm going to get to some draft targets here in just 1 second, but here's the facts. Michael Thomas was integral in bringing in and recruiting Derek Carr to New Orleans. If you remember, after the recruitment was done, Derek Carr spoke so highly about Mike Thomas, and he is excited to get to work. He'll fire anybody up in a room. Mike, he even celebrated on Twitter. He got excited. He was, happy about this move. That is a fact. You can go back and look at the tweets. It is a fact that it was a big part of Derek Carr signing here. When Carr signed, Mike Thomas celebrated, like I just said. Now, the other facts are, fans were disappointed with how Derek Carr played, and there were some passes that led to injuries for some of our players in the wide receiver room. That's a fact. Rashid Shaheed, Michael Thomas, both had some injuries because of not greatly thrown balls. But Ja'Tavion Sanders is a tight end that I think would be a really good addition in New Orleans. He didn't have a single drop in 2023 for the Longhorns. And on top of that, he's a really big-bodied guy that I think can make a really good impact. I also like Brian Thomas Jr. He's a player that can be very dynamic and very effective for the New Orleans Saints if given the opportunity to come stay in Louisiana and be a Saint. Rome Odunze, a big-bodied guy. Like, if you ask me, this could be your Mike Thomas replacement. A big-bodied dude, send him over the middle, send him down the seams, let him cook. Brock Bowers, the Georgia tight end. Y'all know him. Y'all are familiar with him. He's freaking good. And Joshua Cephas, a sneaky talented player out of UTSA. And I also just want to throw two more names your way, Xavier Legette and Troy Franklin. I also like both of those options as well. Now, things just didn't work out with Michael Thomas and the New Orleans Saints this year. Ultimately, both sides tried to make it work. They did a new contract. They gave him a new contract, like a entirely new contract last year to try and make this work, to try and salvage this, to try and keep him around in New Orleans. However, it didn't. And it's been a fun ride with Michael Thomas. I have enjoyed so many Sundays watching Michael Thomas play. Number 13 gave me a lot of really good memories, as a high schooler and as a young college kid watching the Saints. Like, I was so ecstatic watching Sunday football, knowing I'm going to get to see number 13 bring down some catches and go score some touchdowns. But it's over. And it's time for us to all move on. And it's been real and it's been fun. And I wish Mike nothing but the best. Like, I truly do. But he didn't burn a bridge in New Orleans. He absolutely nuked it. Like, the amount of mess he was talking on social media and the amount of and the things that he was saying, like, those are just things that can't be said if you want to keep a relationship, not with just a football team or with an organization, but like with a company you work for, with a boss you have, with whatever. The bridge was nuked. There is no bridge left. Like, the only way I could see a Mike Thomas return is if he does the Jimmy Graham arc where goes away for a while, comes back for one more ride, to end his career in New Orleans. Honestly, I don't see that happening unless Dennis Allen and Derek Carr are out of the picture. But I don't want to make this a negative video. I want to make this a positive video, and I want to show some love to Michael Thomas. So either give me a flex emoji in the chat, that was his thing, can't guard Mike, or give me a 13 in the comment section. Again, I understand that a lot of people have a sour thoughts and sour opinion about Mike Thomas, but I just don't want that to be what people are projecting. Keep some of those extremely negative thoughts to yourselves. Like, it's just there's no place for that in my comment section. So show him some love. Wish him luck. Like, you don't even have to say, I love you, Mike, I'll miss you. Just wish him luck, because at the end of the day, don't we want players that we once liked at one time that was dominant for us, that made our franchise quarterback our best player of all time? He was massive in his success. Drew Brees can credit a lot of success to Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas can credit most of his success to Drew Brees. Two things can be true at the same time. So show him some love in the comments section. Now, in terms of some destinations, I do expect Michael Thomas to go to a contender. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones is busy on a yacht in the Bahamas. He's not making moves. Pretty sure the only move he's made is signing a long snapper or re-signing his long snapper. Chicago Bears, they lost Darnell Mooney to the Atlanta Falcons. I could see them trying to go get a reliable pass catcher that has been dominant at times. I could see them going and bringing in a veteran guy like Mike Thomas for Caleb Williams, or if they decide to go with Justin Fields, that option as well. Kansas City Chiefs is my personal favorite. I think that they really need a wide receiver, and Mike Thomas with Patrick Mahomes, I mean, come on. That just feels like it's a match made in heaven. And on top of that, the Baltimore Ravens, there is some chatter there. I actually broke the news at the NFL Combine that the Ravens were interested in pursuing Michael Thomas this offseason once he became a free agent, which now that is official. But guys, if you don't want to not if you don't want to subscribe, but if you want more coverage, if you've already subscribed is what I was trying to say, and you want more coverage in between these videos and all throughout the day, all throughout the night, I post on Instagram and Twitter before I post on these YouTube videos. So give me a follow at Trace Girouard 48 on Twitter, Instagram, and if you have TikTok, I'm there as well with the same handle. All my links to get to my social media are in the comment section and description of the video. But guys, Michael Thomas, he is gone. It stinks. I wish it could have worked out better. This is not the way it should have gone. He should have been a Saints legend for life. He should have stuck around forever. He should have won the Super Bowl. He should have, this is not the way that this story should have ended. But you don't always get a fairy tale ending in the NFL. And in real life, you really never do. So it is unfortunate. It is the reality of the world we live in. I wish Mike Thomas nothing but the best. Again, if you have some bad things to say about the player as a man, I don't want to hear it. If you want to criticize his football, whatever. But keep it cool in the comment section. And as always, y'all can't speak. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time. All righty. Mike Thomas, you are no longer a New Orleans Saint. Really fast, we're going to do a 2-minute shot clock, and then we're hopping on out of here. So this is your last chance to get any super chats in. Any $10 super chat over the next 2 minutes gets you on the football. We're going to finish out the day on a high note. We're at 271. If we get three $10 super chats, 3 people on the ball, and on top of that, we also get to $300, which would be awesome. So, Duff Nation, I'm confused. I left and I got back, and you're talking about Thomas. Yes, so Mike Thomas is officially off the roster. It is the end of an era. It is done. He is no longer a New Orleans Saint. He is officially a free agent, so that's why we were talking about it. The news just became official, so boom. I appreciate y'all in the comment section for, being cool, too. I know the YouTube comment section, once we get going, is probably not going to be very nice, but the live chat at least, the real ones, y'all were cool. So 1 minute left. Last chance to get a $10 super chat in to get your name on the ball. We will be adding names all throughout the month, so if you don't want to do it yet, no worries. But you have 60 seconds left to get on the ball. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe and join our channel. We are trying to become the #1 Saints YouTube channel across the interweb. We picked up, 20-something subs today? Almost?
We hit our goal.
Yeah. We wanted to get to 26,400. We did it. So we can celebrate that. That is awesome stuff. You got about 30 seconds. Who wants to get on the ball?
Come on.
Who wants to get on the ball? If nobody wants to, no harm, no foul. It is all good in the neighborhood. But guys, if you had some fun, let us know. If you got, give us some feedback in the comments section. Was it good? Was the coverage bad? What more do you want to see from us? Should we chop it up us two more? Should we chop it up with y'all more? Give us some feedback. Give us some honest feedback.
Jerry says good.
Jerry thinks it was good. Appreciate you, Jer.
Shout out
Jer Bear.
Time man.
All right. 10 seconds to get, last 10 seconds to get on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is over. It is time to go home. Not really. Time to go work on something else.
Yeah.
All righty, Saints fans. We appreciate the 2 extra people who subscribed. We are hopping on out of here. We got to get going. If Chase Young does sign with the Saints, maybe we go live again, dare I say? Do I twist Brett's arm and try to go live later? Maybe. But this is why you should subscribe and turn on notifications, because if we do go live, you will be notified. For producer Cole and everyone, show him some love. He freaking killed it today. Could not have asked for a better producer on our free agency frenzy. Colin, thank you, brother. For me, for my producer, for my main man, Colin Brown. Y'all stay golden. We'll see you next time.